Bundesliga. Alonso and so the Leverkusen for no to me dinkra. Remember that you catch us so the announcements after the end of this season. No, one Leverkusen at on quantum my pie. General, not as a winner, Quenja, and another man in Crawford. No, yet the most free Germany, the bad Italian Serie A title race, not to say Napoli Inter Milan weekend is sign a games no koye. Yade beba e wo djubedi so weekend di ade okopie mu wo France a games ko so Samson na de La Liga no El Clasico ba so ma Barcelona esan yede ma Madrid in this season there 4 games Barca Madrid no home away far away or the ama Madrid team no Carlo Ancelotti pressure on so no ano we season abese ko kwano no intino e ho samne de beba ye be ramo so the English Premier League ni mu na dwuma nkofo adi weekend ni de nyame ko ananim Man City ne Southampton City antumi anhye Pep hu fifire okay ene Chelsea fa hyase ye de omo da Southampton fo ase pa se wo mama City anwi ni Aston fo so da ase afa Chelsea no nkobo a akọ lose game no na te se pressure ba Chelsea ma Newcastle no ahye Chelsea kọ na nim kakra nya points ni bi aka ho Arsenal nkobo no so ntwi City mu kakra na mama kan mu a Arsenal so akobo draw na ne nyina no ko wie wo Nuno Espirito Santo asam ne amareho eduma pa Forest fo aye pa fe de enkoyie no na mo club president no wo gine ho ba bia na nye gide ma for kwa say e disrespect e no show the man Nuno Espirito Santo baka wa ye aduma no momo nya mo bobre ne Champions League ase de wo ye ho za wo Champions League no ne nyina ya nkoma hodo results ne the free amanone na ya de aba including other interesting stories Ruben Amorim man you de mesema mo empire pa na Europa League man tumi anyi a Amorim concentration nyina we Europa League so wutifie ma West Ham be show na man you na area no ne Tottenham mo wi babra ko beje cup ntino omo de be pomani manisuo ye be ka san komo ne wa ha e be wie na afa ya ba efisem ne mu e ba on the first segment of the show no and Ghana any Egypt game no ye be di hu komo ye papa hwe ye expectations coach that's man of fair kasa baby adu ne nya wi ni pe ye World Cup ni bi Jerry free year o masa ato ne sa frɛ no so kobo ne weekend game ni wi no one sign mra e mebo o man Ghana or Egypt no ye be di san komo ne bi wo show yi so ene nkoma hodo under 20 AFCON was the ban, baby, I bring the World Cup one no. Ebe kan ho asem no on the first segment of the show. We be fie Division 1 League results for her. FA Cup results now e Kumasi Asante Kodoko any golden case and a cup final. And the idea going to find a cup ajiu ana ma je cup na wie ana golden case we went me right some off like that. This and many more ya dey back on the show. Me dey at the Miss Ruby Adams. Kaisano pe with the message abeba on 0244 743 143 0244 743 143. Yes, streaming live on Facebook, Kastle 90.3 FM Cape Coast. Join the show no ho like na share file comments ne bribe can kind on the show for you. FKK deba kwa manone ni akwa kofhwe amanone ensem no na yakọ no betway bet influencer dama yakọ wa basisi hyehyɛ obet no farmer wabusuafo adofo o friends o fans so munkotwa bi na wo de code ne ma wo no mukotwa sika wo de beto akire no ye ma 4% wo ho nti wo banfo kotwa na 100 200 sa na etete 4% the amount obet na de ma wo no posambo a ye do sika no ebe ma wo wanyina wonya bi obia just a betway exclusive to betway Kaiser terms and conditions apply betway force get way more. Nana said yes, of course. Na yanko telisa cash send sika no ma adofo send keke telesa cash no to telesa cash ni free until she ni ade school fees bi ni ade na no an telesa cash no fetch ya keke send keke ma adofo 85 phone no na dial star 110 hash star 110 hash na fe telesa cash no fedi juma pa na betima ko Play Store ne App Store na telesa cash for omo app and say telesa app no what download di na tumi abo na fe telesa cash e dey send it free no won so atimi e dey aye juma telesa aye connecting energies make I say high sense quality product no egusua ewe in showrooms across the nation. Inti so ope TV, ope AC, refrigerator, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphones, kettle, iron, nyina buso ewe high sense showrooms. Kumase, Nkran, Takrade, Takwa, Obuase, Kofodia, Sunyane, Techeman, Tamale, Hohoi, a one in a high sense of ho. One fin man temaka, so more man kesim, Blue Hills restaurants, I want to take alcohol, Nadi here be a Bema kitchen I fair, a ma room why fair, a ma office I fair, a ma restaurants why feno, or pub one I feno. Then you do a high sense showrooms. For more enquiries, call 0302 55 0000 0302 55 0000. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people. And a Monday, new week, and yes, Simono, the 12th day of the month of May 2025. It's 30 minutes past 6. FKK Kwamanone in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Obo Amanonen Semno the results and the reactions from all the matches are a told you weekend demono. Obo Chi Eddie Amaye. Mamina message on 0244 743 143 0244 743 143.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM.
I got my power, I got experience, I got do everything too much. Any old man who want to challenge me, hey, I'm okay here. This is my national flag. I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of Africa. Oh, you know, man, I'm too bad, baby. Bad, baby.
Kastle 90.3 FM, Sunny Robert Mensah Sports, and the Mawana can see one some. They try go over the weekend, and your Bob one in an able tree at the Amawa. Remember FKK Aquaba, no fire call Amanone. FKK, good morning.
Good morning.
And a pay BBI Boko.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, that erade I say, Papa. So that ye dear.
Yes.
The Yamiasi. Okay, and a Monday, and Sam the Dawson, Super Carlo and Charlotte, a man for one, I but also die dear. And yes, why? Would also die dear, and yes, because my hunk of four, almost so Diana Dree. And your dia so Pacronin, Rema did who die and for. So, you know, the out to me the year dear. Na edeni amiase why and not because that as a khalifa mode ye wo no na e mare ho pa na mode ye wo na e mare ho bani na mu no say wo de wo tough skin onim dada Sanchelot na onye ni ye nti no I say what you mind no ti no I ade ai ba me pe kind of support I say she wa usum pese me hu se usum udi are ho ba say we anu ai wakoma denden ni ade as a khalifa FKK se dwen wo team ho no so nwi team ho nti Sanchelot ya wi a obeko na ofofro nso aba but ope Alonso no because man who said some of the mounted fans no e ba me shake an opay shake aka che me say on pe Alonso ni nsem wo mre ope judging club but club here baba Africa you as the sporting directors and one aba Red Bull for ya bade amuso mo pe Alonso ntin ka Chelsea for no so bi su se nkomo so nya Alonso ampe cause Maresca ne de odu ani to no so ahwe ya bedu dok no kwa nti Yankwa no ne na fei bobo nsem ne so bi ana yenya answers bi wo nkoma wo de ba ne mu.
Great. Here come on in 7 or the brand of Kastle 90.3 live on Facebook. Could you show no comment no Usi Subania so yet me outboy chile Eddie Almao live on Facebook. Share now man from Susunya notification be follow Jumediano Ewo. You be fresh here Eddie free premiership no more games no and so start here the for round of 36 no Saturday. Say is here full and for no tenafie. Emma Everton to am coachoma academy and san Emma Monso eti mu bako Ewo Honum Jimenez and I take Canavako Eddie Emma Fulham Bob Boko no Brantia friend Mikolenko and so Eshebi Edema Everton Arantia friend King ono so Eshebi Sanso and a Betu and so edited go no a so Eddie Elmo Musane si Eko Wie Obisi Kimbewe Michael King ono si kind ma Everton on the boy Elmo Musu winning side game no Ewo Brentford Etwa Ipswich Town Kuchamu 1-0 Arantia friend Shade and a share go no and so Edema Ipswich Adia City and Shebi Southampton Tenefie almost went to me and Shebi Brighton and Hove Albion Etwa Wolves Ecochome Academy no Wolverhampton Wanderers almost went to me and TB Ewo Danny Welbeck Ebo penalty Eshe go no back where the Emma Mosanso na Kupima Abranti ono so ye friend Brajan Gruda and so Eshe second go no and so Eddie Ama Brighton and Hove Albion na Aston Villa Bobukono Etwa Bournemouth Ecochome Kanabako almost went to me anti Oli Watkins and a Bogono Eddie Emma Aston Villa Boboko na and a Newcastle for net so Sunday no Mochi Chelsea early on ɛna ɔmo etwa ɔmo 2 Chelsea for no entimi antibi Sandro Tonali ebo first goal sanso na Bruno Guimaraes enso the second goal no winning goal na pay so the Old Trafford ɛna West Ham United Graham Potter ɔne ne mrantia no ɛto Manchester for no kotwa me kamienu United for no entimi antibi abrantia friend Thomas Susek ebo 1 goal sanso ɛna Gerard Bowen ebo second goal no enso the West Ham Nottingham Forest setting fiamo equity 2-2 ɛna Ekuwie Gibbs White ebo gonna be sanso na Chris Wood enso the second goal no appear so the Nottingham Forest abrantia friend Cody sanso ɛna Buonanotte ɔmo ɛna ebo 2 goals no enso the Leicester City na Tottenham for no ɛto ɔmo a anaso ɔmo tena fie Crystal Palace for ɛto ɔmo kotwa ɔmo academy no ɔmo ntimi ante Berechieze ɛna ebo goal no enso the Crystal Palace Liverpool ɔmo ɛne Arsenal game no so wie tipenko 2-2 ɛna esi eko wie mu ɛwɔ red card by the Mikel Merino ɔkwaje red ɛwɔ sa game no so Arsenal for team tete kamienu a Cody Gakpo ɛne Luis Diaz ɛhyɛ no Gabriel Martinelli ɛsanso ɛna Mikel Merino ɔmo na teka no enso ɛde ma Arsenal boboko no sa na esi eko wie ye ɛwɔ hɔ yɛnkɔ na yɛnhwɛ sɛdeɛ Serie no anase ne yɛbɛtoa so ɛwɔ La Liga no Spain na ɔmo games no se na esi ekoko wie na nya asɛm ketewa ɔmo games no ɛhyɛ Friday no 1:35 Las Palmas setting fi Rayo Vallecano kɔbɔ mu aka no baako ɔmo entimi ante sa ɛka no ɛwɔ Varo ɛyɛ Garcia ɛna ɛhyɛ go no enso ɛde ɛma Rayo Vallecano na Valencia ɛhyɛ 3 Hetafe entimi ante baako kra Pepelu ɔbɔgoni bi abantia friend ɛyɛ Diego Lopez ɛde bi ɛpie so sanso na Hugo Duro enso so ɛde third goal no ɛpie so ɛde ɛma Valencia boboko na Celta de Vigo ɛtena fie hyɛ 3 Sevilla ɛtie mu mieno abantia friend Kudech ɔno ɛbɔgoni bi penalty ɛna ɔhyɛ sanso na Salas enso ɛde second goal no ɛma Sevilla abantia friend Moriba Eshebi Mingueza Edibia Pierce Sansona Glaciers ebo third goal ni winning goal no Emma Celta Vigo mu winning sa game no na Hirona tenafie Emma the Yellow Submarine Villarreal for no eto mu kotwa mu kabako a omo nso entimi anti sa eka no na Abrantia friend no Eta Young ene ball goal no enso ede Emma Villarreal for no Mayoka ehye 2 Valladolid etiemo bako Mascarel ehye bi sanso ena Dada the second goal no win goal na pie so emo so etimi ewini sa game no Chucky ena te bako so etimi ede Emma Valladolid foi na Atletico Madrid omo chi Real Sociedad etwa omo 4-0 Abrantia friend no Alex Soloff ene ball for ni na quadruple enso edema Atletico Madrid boboko no Leganes na fie share 3 Espanyol etimo mieno sanso ena Barca omonso etimi eche Madrid eche omo eka no 9 Madrid so etimo miensa na 7 goal thriller ena epiemu ewo Eric Garcia eshebi edema Barca Lamine Yamal ebobi epis Rafinha edi 2 eka hon sanso na Abrantia friend Kylian Mbappe Lotin ebo 3 goals nyina so edema Real Madrid boboko no Sane Sekowie Bilbao enso eshe bako Deportivo Alavés omo entimi ante ongo ena ebemu Manuel Sanchez ena boye enso edi eboa ma Bilbao for ewini sa game no Real Betis eshe 1 Osasuna enso etimi ete sa ekano Juan Hernandez ena bogo no sanso na Ante Bodame enso eteye edi ema Osasuna Sane si ekowiemu ewo honom ewo eye La Liga no mu yenko na yenhwe sadia Germany Bundesliga ne kowie bokom tenafie omo eshe kano eye bako ema Mainz eko share 4 memenda na sa game eba so na ade Freiburg so etwa Hosenke ekotwa mu 2-1 Union Berlin tenafie mu lose 3-0 to Heidenheim sanso ena Werder Bremen etenafie omo anshebi RB Leipzig so anshebi Bayern enso acclimatize ye ejomo trophy no epie so weekend Saturday no Hurricane first goal sanso na Michael Olise the second goal no epie so ede mo Munchen Gladbach omo entimi ante ekano empo bakokra ewo ho se na no games na esi ekowie Leverkusen tenafie Dortmund ekotwa mo 4-2 Jeremy Frimpong ene Hoffman ene about 2 goals no ede ma Leverkusen ade Abrantia friend Julian Brandt Eshebi Reyerson Karim Adeyemi sanso na Sehu Gracia omo na about 4 goals no ede ma Borussia Dortmund Frankfurt Eshe 2 St. Pauli etiye 4 ɛna Stuttgart for no ɛkyekyere ɛde ɛso a Augsburg for no ama ɔmo nso so ɛntimi antibi Watermaid ɛhyɛ bi abranteɛ fɛne Karazor ɛbɔ bi saa nso ɛna Milot owura mu abranteɛ fɛne Demirovic nso ɛbɔ bi a ɔmo hyɛ for no nyinaa ɛde ɛma Stuttgart boboko no Syria no ɔmo games no sɛ na ɛno nso esi ɛkɔ wieyɛ ɛwɔ hɔ na ɔmo games no ɛhyɛ aseɛ ɛyɛ ɛda ɛyɛ efiada Milan ɛhyɛ 3 Bologna ɛtie mu baako Milan goals no Jimenez ɛbɔ 2 abranteɛ fɛno Pulisic ɛnso ɛde baako ɛpe so na ɔmo games na ɛba so memenda no Como ɛhyɛ 3 Cagliari ɛtie mu baako Lazio ɛbɔ 1 goal Juve ɛnso ɛtimi ɛte Vecino ɛna ɔte ka no ɛde ma Lazio wabra na Colomone ateke lead no ɛnso ɛde ama Juventus ɛkɔwie 1-1 no Empoli ɛhyɛ 2 Parmas anase Parma ɛnso so ɛte saa ɛka no ɛmu baako ɛwɔ hɔnom Udinese ɛnura ɔmo tena fie Monza ɛkɔtwa mu 2-1 saa nso na Hellas Verona hyɛ baako Lecce ɛte saa ɛka no Inter Milan ɔmo toa Torino ɛkɔtwa mu 2-0 ɛwɔ mu game ɛba so na abranteɛ fɛne Zelensky ɛhyɛ goni bi saa nso na Aslani ɛnso ɛbɔ penalty ɛhyɛ second goal no ɛde ɛma International Milan Napoli ɛtena fie na obiara nim sɛ game yɛ ɔmo gye 3 points no kama nanso amfa Meret ɛbɔ ongo ɛde boa Genoa saa nso ɛna abranteɛ a ɔno nso so yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ Johan Vasquez ɛbɔ second goal no ɛte ka no ɛde ɛma Genoa wabra na Romelu Lukaku saa nso na Raspadori ɔmo abɔ 2 goals no ɛde ama Napoli boboko no enti ɔmo games no sɛdesi ekoko wieyɛ ɛno no na owura mu ɛwɔ yɛ French Ligue 1 a ɔmo games no nyinaa ɛtɔ dwa ɛyɛ ɛnura da simultaneously ɛna ɔmo 18 games nyinaa ɛba so na hɛ sɛ tena fie hyɛ 2 Strasbourg ɛte mu baako ɔzɛ ɛhyɛ baako Nantes ɛte yɛ Bressoa ɛbɔ 2 ɛma Lille ɔmo ɛntimi antibi saa nso ɛna Marseille ɛtoa Le Havre ɛkɔtwa mu 3-1 Somari ɛna ɛte baako ɛde ma Le Havre saa nso na abranteɛ frɛ no yɛ Guri ɛbɔ 2 goals ɛde ma Marseille saa nso na Mason Greenwood ɛnso ɛte ka no anaasɛ ɔde baako ɛpie so ɛma no ɛyɛ 3-1 away from home na Monaco ɛkyi Lyon for no ɛtwa mu 2-0 wɔ mu so game a ɛno so ɛba so no na ɛnya agorɔ Minamino Takumi ɔno ɛbɔ goal ni bi saa nso ɛna abranteɛ frɛ no Denis Zakaria ɛnso ɛbɔ second goal no ɛnso ɛpi so ɛde ɛma Monaco boboko no na Montpellier tena fie Paris Saint-Germain ɔmo ɛkɔtwa ɔmo 4-1 ɛwɔ ɔmo so game a ɛno ɛtumi ɛba so no Tanguy Coulibaly ɛna ɛte baako ɛde ɛma Montpellier abranteɛ frɛ no Mayulu ɛhyɛ bi ɛde ma PSG saa nso na Goncalo Ramos ɛbɔ hat-trick ɛde pie so ɛde ɛma Paris Saint-Germain Saint-Etienne ɛtoa ɛyɛ Stade Reims ɛkɔtwa mu 2-0 saa nso na Rennes ɛhyɛ 2 Nice ɛntimi antibi na Toulouse ɛtena fie ɛhyɛ baako Lens ɛnso ɛtimi ɛte saa ɛka no ma ne kɔwie tipɛnkɔn 1-1 ɛwɔ French Ligue 1 mu ɛnɛ games bi ɛba so ɛwɔ hɔnom sɛ na ɛsi ɛte ɛwɔ Serie no Venezia 4:30 ɔmo ɛbɔ Fiorentina saa nso na Atlanta Bergamasca ɔmo bɛtena fie 6:45 na ɔmo ɛne Roma ɛnso so ɛtimi abɔ wei ɛyɛ outstanding fixtures ɛba so ɛwɔ yɛ Serie no mu ɛno nsɛm no Monday night football no yɛde ho nsɛm no so ɛtimi diablo na owura mu ɛwɔ Premiership na sei ɛna ɔmo ɛgyina bea no ɛnso ɛsitia Liverpool wagye trophy na ɛwie 83 points ɛna okuta ɛwɔ Arsenal ɛtɔ so mmienu 68 okuta ɛwɔ Newcastle for no ɛba ɔmo tɔ so mmiɛnsa 66 saa nso na Man City tɔ so 9 65 top 5 no sɛ na ɛsitia Chelsea ɛtɔ so enum ɛwɔ 63 na nei Aston Villa tɔ so nsia 63 Nottingham tɔ so mmiɛnsa anaasɛ ɔtɔ so nson ɔwɔ 62 aseɛ hɔ ɛyɛ the Southampton or Kodada Nemom Leicester City or 19th or 22 saa nso na Ipswich Town so 18 ɔno nso ɛwɔ 22 points a ɔmo mmiɛnsa na ɛsɛ kwa ɛna ɔmo ɛkwa ne sɛ ɛde ho nsɛm no ɛnso ɛtumi adi abrɛ wɔ na ade a Mo Salah 28 goals ɛna wabɔ ade a Alexander Isak abɔ 23 Erling Haaland 21 na ɛno a ɛna okuta ɔdi praeɛ ɛno nso so ɛtumi egyina mu ɛwɔ hɔ Spain sɛ na esi ɛteɛ Barca ɔmo atwe mu nson 82 points na ɛnora nkunimdie no ɛnso ɛde ama ɔmo Real Madrid tɔ so mmienu 75 Atletico Madrid tɔ so mmiɛnsa 70 and Athletic Bilbao and so etoso now 64 points. Villarreal toso enum over 61. Ancien Ayer Real Betis and so ewo 58 points. Adia Real Valladolid 20th position and now Oda or 16 points and a Las Palmas 32 points or toso yet do Kono Sanso and a doom watchana LA Leganes on also ewo 34 points ewo Adia Nra Kylian Mbappe ne 3 goals no share no Wababe San Robert Lewandowski ho over 27 goals ewo La Liga Pichichi no Robert Lewandowski about 25 goals and Ante Budame so Asha 19 goals and Tisam and a hon semno and so AC tier Germany the new Romo and Ra the trophy no Emma Bayern Munich for more 79 points and more Ekuta Shana so just a game for a team so be about 1 game per and aka nice almost 34 league games no more bonomo etimi ewie entiene Bayern for Edikan 79 and more Edikan Leverkusen tosumieno or 68 Frankfurt etosumian 57 Freiburg etoso and 55 Dortmund toso enum 54 points and also Ekuta Bochum etrato 22 points and also etimi kramu ewo Hurricane 25 goals and our Bosel Grassi and so about 20 and a Patrick Schick and so about 19 goals and so ewo Bundesliga Siriano Yenshre said si LTN Napoli for Nenra omo drop a point in TNA ama aba beye bakope and that one tell momo edikan 78 and almost so Ekuta ka 2 games no almost so every one season no Inter and so tosum 77 and Okuta Atlanta tosum 68 Juventus toso 9 64 Lazio etoso enum 64 and Okuta Insiam Roma and so it was 63 asio the local relegation no Mensah for no 18 points and almost waiting me Marseille after 36 games yet Serie A mu sana esi etie ho say and almost top scoring chart no and so esi etie Matteo Eritegi about 24 goals 17 goals and a Moiskin and so about no Marcus Thuram about 14 goals Serie A mu na uramo French League Ghana the tie and it's a PSG for no almost so aje ati team da ni omo celebrity omo trophy no awie da 81 points and after 33 games almost aka just a game no mo season omo awie PSG omo ekuta or 81 point Marseille tosumie no 62 Sanso na Monaco etosumie 61 Nice etoso 957 Lille etoso enum 57 and also ekuta si honom the all relegation no Montpellier 16 points and also at the echo no ensem sana esi etie Ousmane Dembele about 21 goals Mason Greenwood about 19 goals Sanso and Abrantia Fena Arnold Kalimwendo Minga on also so about 17 goals on also so 80 at the Tosso Miensa ewo honum French Ligano yade eno etwato ewo honum na yentoa so na yentimi enko Spain yenhwe senior reactions no enso ehun nsem no AC etie ewo honum Kylian Mbappe enra ne hat-trick no amano akwakohuri edikan se players on Maba Madrid one first season no mu goals no etimi akwa animo ade a Ivan Zamorano on the lead with 37 Mbappe enra ne hat-trick no amana babi sano asise ono ene dikan enso so kuta 38 goals and washe for a single season sanso ena ne Ivan Zamorano etoso mienu 37 ena ne Ruud van Nistelrooy enso ewo 33 ena ne Cristiano Ronaldo enso 33 na ese ne wemu players amo eba Madrid no amo first season the number of goals o masha no eno ho sem sa na sitem Mbappe dia no obetimi akoso a make record no a de ne numbers no sansa a few games to go and also yansem efri honom eba now after the game no and a Hansi Flick ono etuna fie ewini sa game no yebusa no katsen say nei Madrid for no omo ya de omo attack no eho ehye papa penti na basa for no enim say o me wini a o so mo so ehye mogos no a eno mo team no so yeye
match, so two goals behind, and after the match in Milan on Tuesday to come back, it's fantastic. The mentality, the attitude is really outstanding. Of course, we have the quality, and of course we also know that when you make mistakes and about the transition, Real is unbelievable. They have really good strikers in front, and it's not easy to play against them. And I know also that we have to improve about that.
The most important thing, Hansi, is to play as always, the game plan as always. So 2-0 down, it doesn't doesn't matter. Go to press, go to score, your style of playing. This is the most important idea that the team has.
For me, it's also good to see that we are able to manage about this. We have every 3-4 days one match until January when we start this new year, and it's great to see this.
Enti na ehun behia se Barca team na be react from a Tuesday defeat omonya ye international Milan sa no na se players ne banom so beto omo ho ntie nei ope ahokeka players ne di hye mu El Clasico na odin emom so etimi after 2 goals down no mo ba betete here before se be call recess no na se 4-2 no mo de call ti Madrid attack no ano ohye ti goals no de no mbe hye bi na up to Barca so mo so betimi ahye more goals akwa kowini na emom no ogiri se ni team no so mo improve omo so akwa mo fa so edi defend no ensema ano so etimi de ba emfon se supporters na wogidie wo mumu se mpo se o ma consider 2-3 goals ko mbeba aba betete mpo awini no o se no wo ho de nenso no so mutimi improve o mo defensive duties na no yensema Arne Slot and say Kokoroma Hansi Flick coach Edema Bayern and so etimi Edema Barca Bobo kono so etimi ede eba na de uwie no na yobisa no say masa say o counterpart Carlo Ancelotti e so no so kasa kakra de found na Ancelotti ni defeat no say no kasa de found say at the end omo ye de ombe bia na so no fa na amfanti individual players bo mabaso.
We understand the same player asked to be subbed off with only 3 minutes left. What happened?
No, the player didn't request a substitution. I made it because he had an ankle sprain. He tried to play, but he was feeling discomfort, so I decided to replace him.
Could you give us your opinion on Mbappe's performance? Will next season be Real Madrid's Mbappe team?
Well, Mbappe did well today. We created many chances in attack, and they were clear ones. We attacked well behind the opponent's defensive line, trying to avoid being caught offside. We managed to score 3 goals and 2 others were ruled offside. So offensively, the team had a very clear game plan. We could have defended better, especially in the first 30 minutes of the first half. Let's not forget, we're missing 5 defenders from the team. That shouldn't be overlooked.
Why didn't Rodrigo even warm up to come on?
Because although he has recovered, he's still not fully fit, so he wasn't at his top level.
Entiano yansema Don Carlo Ancelotti akafa game Real Madrid economy Barcelona enso edi ekobo ani wonu mo chirechire mu se ne Vinicius Junior duru be na Olympic na wanya ankle injury ntene na suspended na so mu eyi abrante ne fem ni so mo risk na 8 minutes and almost so etimi asesa Kylian Mbappe enso etimi ejina mo finish na mom se no kana asem no se abrante na mpa ebia next season no wo hwe ne numbers na betimi aboa eye Madrid bobo ko no pekon ya ofa so enso etimi eboa mo eto ntana no miensa na attack ne de bia wa come asem so wogidi omumu so betimi ayedwuma na mom defensively and the team no entimi ambo mo modin na nkom betimi aye better than the omo eye nto omo ne Barca games nyina no ade defensively and Madrid for no so entimi embo mo modin wa ene Ancelotti de sansem no eba ebisa nse we dey say your last El Clasico na also entimi en confirm em fama na mo hwere mo se season end dia team no better to nyoma ye.
Yesterday we asked you if this could be your last Clasico with Real Madrid. Have you reflected on it more now that the game is over?
Well, I'll tell you the same as I said yesterday. This is the last Clasico of the season. Now we have to try to finish the season in the best way possible over the last 3 games, and we'll try to win them all.
This season, in the 4 Clásicos, you've conceded 16 goals and scored only 7. What happened? What went wrong this season?
Obviously, we should have defended better in many ways. That was evident in today's match. It's not that we defended poorly because of a low block, it's just that we defended poorly, plain and simple. When we use a low block, it's easier to defend. We gave away some chances, and that's what punished us.
Enti ena wachirechire mu hobby mo ande honom se low block ne high block ni nyina kan bi Madrid for ntimi anya ni ye no nti ena mo concede a lot of goals se were 4 El Clasico so mo abo no 16 goals ena mo jegu o mo atena coach ya san na no wa hye 7 pe ena no so wachirechire mu ewo honom a odi sansem ni nyina so etimi asi ewo honom se de busa na o se we ye the last El Clasico for the season to show subtly wansa so no okwa na se wotena eno ensema Carlo Ancelotti enso ekafa ye game no mo yemba Premier League no na ye nkonkohwe ewo honom na ye beko eye Arsenal mu game a omo so ene Liverpool kokobo wo Anfield no na ene game ne shase na Arsenal for that form academy no ba betete atete kasa fa ho sampa Mikel Merino red card no ade a ehadwene ye pa de di kan ateta now so upset the sort of a resource and also buy.
Well, a lot of parts, and especially defending standards that we had, and the areas that after we give the ball away, which is totally prohibited against this team. So very far of it, really upset. Yeah, we had a reaction. I hate reaction. I like action, and especially we want to be there winning trophies. You're going to be a moment that you win it or you don't, and when you don't, after you have to play another one that you have been working for 9 months, and that's here today. And if you cannot win, you have to be the best of the rest. And I was really, really upset.
Enti nesa ne bufu ye papa wa ne players na okay come di ruasa game no mo be react ya on pesa or say action no eba nesa no ensama no so de sansem no eba ye ewo ho no so hwa so display akoko pie mu ewo ho no okay can say be bread mi Cameroon no red card no so eba mu nyina so kan ekwan fa so man ha Arsenal team no.
I think it makes it worse because, I mean, you miss half of the team again, and we've done it for 9 months. And you're going to still, after 2-0 at Anfield, that any other team will do what we play the way that we play, come back, maybe should have won it, and at the end maybe lose it again for something that was in our hands, for sure, and having to play for the 6th time in the season with 10 men. So you want to really win it, the consistency level for 95 minutes, and I don't like to talk about the players that are not here and the excuses, disappointed. I haven't seen it on TV, to be fair. I know that Mikel goes to the ball and he gets a little bit pushed, and after reacts it looks like he touches him, and he made the decision, so that's it. I know, but if that happens after 70, 80, 90 minutes, I understand. The first 25 minutes and certain things that we haven't done, ball goes out of play, we don't react, that's after 1 minute, 5, 10 and 95, especially you want to win at Anfield, because you know in one moment you lose the ball or you lose the game, that's it, done. But psychologically what it could happen is maybe it doesn't happen, and after 60, 70, 80, 90 minutes we die, because we have players on that pitch today that shouldn't be in that pitch. I will understand it more, but when I see that reaction and it's there, when you need a certain amount of fire, that's on me. That's my responsibility, and what I saw in the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes, some of the actions, I was killing myself. Sorry with the words that I use.
Enti na ne boafu ye papa no nsema Mikel Arteta so kan fa ni game or Anfield na on Liverpool enso ekoko me kire Arsenal for nom kobo 2-2 or na ni angi players no be attitude, especially Mikel Merino red card or kokoje ni nyina no ade otimi ekasa enso e de fa ho ana slot enso ekasa de fa game no nkunim de omo so di e honom.
I said to everyone that asked me that question, that it's a privilege to live in Europe where everybody can have his own opinion and everybody can express his own opinion. And that is something that we saw today as well. So a few of them were not happy with him. I think all of them were not happy with him leaving the club, but a few of them showed it in a way that they booed him, and a few of them clapped. And the only thing I can say about it is that I owe it to the players and to the club and to the staff, for everyone that worked so hard for us to win a game of football, to try to do that. And if we are after 70 minutes 2-2, Connor can't continue, and I have a world-class fullback on the bench, I bring him in, and I think it's a big compliment for him, because you can understand how mixed the emotions were in his head probably as well. That you bring in a performance like that tells you why everybody thinks he's a world-class fullback, because with him we were quite close to winning this game, and that's what I owe to the players in the dressing room that work so hard every single day to make decisions to try to win the game.
Yes, into open staff members no playing body no more Boama Liverpool for winning games my Premier League no Omonso so RJ Trent Arnold Nidia Eka ho di etwimo no sa brand de bi oba obepes obebo Boama Liverpool so etimi adi nkunim reception e ba na mix e bi bu na e bi nso e born nsam e de man na obisa no say na few games aka no still Arnold obema games no bi aboa na.
The thing I consider is I want to win a game of football. If I think we think we can win this one with Trent, I owe it to his teammates, to the fans, because they hired me to win as much games of football as possible. And if I think there's a better chance of winning it with Trent, I will. If I think, which I don't think, it's a distraction or whatever can happen for us not to play a good game of football, then I might make another decision.
Yes, yentene so the Trent e ball na so metimi adi nkunima why not obema na ball so the ball so na se ne emboa ono so ma no emball ni nyina ejino no coach ne so na ni nyina ne se no be win games e de ma Liverpool fraternity na no any ade aye important or this answer no so by the horse way please so Chelsea for so no wi omo e wo ye St James Park honum.
What's the feeling now? Is it relief or delight?
A bit of both. Yeah, we knew what was at stake today, and we knew we had to deliver a performance, and I felt we really did, especially in the first 45 minutes. I thought we were excellent. I was really, really pleased. Tactically, a very difficult game. It always is against Chelsea with Enzo's teams. Very intricate and difficult to play against. So very, very pleased with the first 45. Not so pleased with the second 45, but I think you can override that with the importance of the result, and we got over the line, and that's the main thing.
Yes, a game of two halves. One half nani Anjo, the other half no elbow money completing the mission. So be chiches no more and somebody her coach at the Newcastle, and so at the MI finally Harry Kane as you feel great saying when he carry on for the first time with FC Bayern Munchen.
It feels amazing, to be honest. Obviously, it's been a long time coming, a lot of hard work throughout the season, and just proud of the boys, proud of my family are here, my kids are here. You know, it's just a great feeling, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the next week.
And you personally, do you feel that some things throughout your long career have paid off as well at this moment?
Yeah, I think so. Look, it doesn't change the player that I am. It doesn't change how hard I work. Of course, it's been one of the only things that's been missing from my resume, but look, it's hopefully the first of many with this great club and with this great team as well.
Yes, I know and some American so etimeka side for church or any family and for bia kama no kama on my DG and Osman Dembele French Ligano or more award no waje best player of the season and so Eddie Essini now so I nay Eddie's answer number 28 games 21 goals 6 goals no bet me the bia count some games no or more area or more elbow Kylian Mbappe Abaso or more awards no more or more man best French player abroad and also and sama so etimia di APM ewa what night I French Ligano and so AC Ekoya Mbappe the best French player abroad award 2024-2025 Osman Dembele and the best player and no and sama and also etimia bro subsequent days in the Akanya and the room and so the amount said the awards in Koya on Kastle 90.3 FM.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Mane!
Kastle FM. The Sports King. The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Mane!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Kastle 90.3 FM Tony Robert Mensah Sports and I dey someone no so abo pepepe okay abo pounds man ba ko ye ba Robert waso na fe ye di enkomo ewo ensem ni mu Osman the Venga betna se na fe ye tumi a share conversation no ase mamenya o message on 0244 743143 0244 743143 Foul message efa ho bra na yankinkan e show ne so emfa ma me if you once name friend for na fe yemra na I say hi Miss Ruby, it's fabulous all the way. Asante Kodoko will win by all means. Okay, well by all means go to Africa against Ashemo from Nketia Cape Coast and Nketia anyway Ede Aba. Now I say good morning Miss Adams. Madrid should learn great comebacks upon comebacks. Shadow Boy inside bring me back on the way Eddie Aba hashtag Eveskabaska and on the way and so Eddie Atuja. Now good morning champions Miss Ruby. There's no way Madrid can win a game against us this season. This season is for us, so they should try again next season. Veskabasa way free Big Joe inside at Tabaze more fire and also know what they Aba Ewaha. Now I say Miss Ruby, Real Madrid doesn't care about the results. The UEFA club ranking still remains. Madrid 1, Bayern 2, Barca 3, and others follows. Dr. Cost, and all the way the Abba, Samudi, yay! Okay, Unyani FK camp, Dr. Cost, Unyani FK camp. Please, will you bring the show? Okay, Vinny, anchor for Fiaho. Vinny, Obetienka. Good morning, Miss Ruby. What the club president did on the field to Nuno Espirito Santo yesterday was total disrespect and humiliating. The coach has resigned in protest, and English FA must condemn this barbaric behavior from Sir Gaff and Adiwe Diaba. Now, I'll say, Miss Ruby, finally, Swedrow Blacks, we've qualified to the Premier League. In weekendy, mathematically there, you are almost there. All Blacks and weekendy Rose Park, Ekoteshe, said their own same. If I went chat to an affair, hi, Miss Ruby. This is Tom Peter. Why did the ref denied the penalty and took foul for Barca's fifth goal? Valid for a reason. They just can't beat us. May I say, Mamina also message on 0244 743 143 0244 743 143. Mema Osman Akwaba na fe yeni nkomo. Osman, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Bibi aba kwa no pay.
I am for now bibi I come na wanso.
Me ho ye. Me da se.
And I will rig no come. So bibi I fine.
So was black and white.
That's my book combination.
Was black and white. Nicholas Jackson ho ye de.
Oh, Jackson Zizi.
O man sakna afitem ni mu a.
O sakna akwanfa.
Onko Saudi.
This season new contribution come on can change stage you. A mistake no be.
I dey know ye.
Wanye.
FKK mo na wa no makunto kwai. Pia onche no makunto kwa unchapa so na ho na wo pese okunto kwa kokun. Okọ.
Now Chelsea can say going into that game na confidence.
Oh, ne na ba. After said City pa Pep tiri hu fifre pa ba me na ho ye mobo. Hey.
Sadamte.
FKK.
Abofo won we. Na Sadamte point na was here.
Odi dey. Odi babo. Miss FKK. Omo bona baba. Omo bona bobo.
I will say Premier League in position apart from Bibia so be ko Europe. Money disbursement in Saudi.
Absolutely. Na say boys no dey. One won here one goal be na 2 goals be from Manchester City. Na adi no akwa edin.
Pep.
Na City look bon crossbar.
FKK. Arel Pep. Oh, international after that no. Na Chelsea for no. Eni dia bavem kakra ba se ne ye mia hu na suanya draw bi e beboaye. Ya share first goal. Jackson akwaje red card. Aduma na sim. But no issue no. Ye ba be hwe. Papa ye Obega fanoto. Wo park nso akwede. FKK ne ba e wo o se white bi o na park so. No na gina. Why? Oh, you say,
you don't blame him.
Yeah, blame say.
You see, coaches sometimes I Hawaii.
On my day.
Nottingham Forest this season. You know, it's not the one from a winning season way. Or the Champions League and go to now. But check their last 8 matches.
That's all been so money now.
Will be possible 9.1 for them 2. Leicester City team way. Why if you league them?
You
understand the point I'm making now. Yes, let's take him. Since let's take him debut or win the match or draw or relegation. I will not hear 3 points. No conversation for the top 4 and the top 5 no. What's your to my way room now when you Now it's in a fear against Leicester City. Now actually draw with fear. And I put me check the previous games now I been now. Leicester you could not start league you know. Somewhere around January, February, March on the check no one form and way. All of a sudden now team to my drop in former and this is one of the attributes about some of these coaches about a good coach yes but will be all to more full season but a coach is a papa now full season problems with our baba but they will still manage.
And who team a fence bottom half table a team nyamia what make cake I say one point nyamia what dom na coach do do ama o baba
team no cross so you know afrim
o baba
you ask yourself player Ben Automan na o person the Cobos
Champions League now or touch it.
These are questions I also will be say I feel say Nuno Espirito Santo o betimi atwaniti ani bia adwuma na the club no in fact why you palm na bro
yes we qualify
for standard yes but now we per Champions League proper
yes
me name the problem
nya
na no boefu
ne boefu pa
can I just check statement was by no PR gimmicks no they be a team Marubi edition
Kwame na fan glass man me who tell
it is uncalled for. I mean team owners aware the match in come and beat us CCC they be a count and then we should wire such a can quiet
Alaji Gruza on to play papa obekwa kofa broni coach aba no akosesa ayifu e dia mo say on fan
we are on be contract And everybody come weekend we will come back and talk about all that. Ghana 4x100, a relative, so no. Ebukem or a first race in the third. But in your Quenya Sanko beam, I don't know if me qualify the continue. The good news never later on. Ya baba beti Albert Amo Amone Samuel Boadune coach Karim Ditomo so come on later on. But on the first segment of the show, and now the Ghana, we are hoping to qualify to the World Cup. Unyashe Oko Unyashe or qualify Unyashe World Cup, no, here we come. It's easy, Emma Ghana. We must qualify. And the coach Desmond of Akasa, Afa Hwaye Banafia Bedisa Ankomono, near Ghana, and chances of qualifying against Egypt. Egypt for them, Common Shadan because Omanchada Nyadi. I was a host nation international man for Richard Saturday, and Richard say, and I avoid or my bat, and you to me avoiding man in ye. What could it tell you? Never see a Kushia or you could face or say a Kushia third place team. I coached Egypt and game the baby and say, made come on with you made in so.
The real sports is here. Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Yan to us on our fair, Yanni come on and share said ye ne. Ghana, Yanni Egypt game no Ebesia Fakwa we way under 20 AFCON. Na yabo AFCON no World Cup no opesa qualifier at nam World Cup na say AFCON so ne de na betumi akọ World Cup ni bia yebo AFCON ni wi a e wo say mo a mo betumi akọ semi-finals no semi-final stage no mo na mo betumi enso ayde akọ mani ye papa penti semi-finals for ni nyina the last four no unya bowra mu pedia wa qualify to the World Cup in the Ghana ye pese etumi qualify a ye ni Egypt game no e wo say etumi edi eye emu enkunim pa wo say ne etumi edi eye emu enkunim. Na I the best akwa kosi enso ho no nti na 12 May Ghana any Egypt game no enso baso na head of the game no coach ne din edit Desmond Ofe Ghana fo nyina ni da so FKK mumpo de o mu ogidie se papa na dwuma a oye no toa so kakra in no time no se ko ba se bia ye sake eye otuado a bia adwuma no po betumi de ama na nya FKK nya sana ohu no Sanya sao unyandu no
to ado kwa so onya assistant
na ko no be push aba nanka iso push aba captain pencil so push edi na chi na nko mo ba
pencil de ono no Ukrainian kan na on de senka qualify so bem ne lances as a coach na wanfa see ohu ana osmo and as head coach there maybe as see no wahya na ni abra o yes alliances ne they are fair enough but no so crow we or say practically o koi bibi papa bi mi hu ansa and
okay
the Ghanaian coaches are so e wo your podium no na say wo friends rule call no ya boba pencil onyandu akra makelesi am kra nyamba onya botre
okay enti that's man of fair the Black Starlight under 20 head coach no ahead of game where yakwakobo no wakasa fa ho
tomorrow's game is a final. It's a final. I think it's a golden ticket. Everybody wants this ticket, and I'm sure the host nation will do everything in their ability to also win the game. But all in all, we have to show that we are the better team. I think we are not only playing a team, we are playing the nation, we are playing against history. So we have to be on our very best tomorrow to make sure that at the end of 90 minutes plus extra time, we are the winners of the game.
And all your summer coach, Desmond Ofe, under 20 head coach. What they have to do on Egypt, about the quarter-final. Yet meeting Kunimwa, you call the semi-final side, you do a per World Cup, no, Yakobi, Inti, Enye, an easy game. I said this is going to be like a final. Edema eye o my Ghana ni eye Egypt so dey share him say history no e wo hoye papa coach Desmond of Fed to dwa na head of this game no Osman any etiefo nyina na ka emeka chef kenti no say want to ya Jerry free ye abema ye de ne free amana ne ba beboa national team no so meboa na 20 no o ya na 20 player ya ko fa ne de ne ba ye ne club ne ye arrangement so about 2 games we abema na sen aba because weekend no I also a couple game on the club side. I'm about relegation. Tie Jan come and call you. Into final game no one mobi. And we can couple on the team. No, but we are pet Ghana Sanko Fanaba. si say me no ka say Jerry free aba back to under 20 camper ene game no obenya akwanya abobe na ne akrofo de o manu agu afefo yi so but okay as my match na adwen na ye ka ho asem he's a very good player, quality player so obehia no na za nya dey so woska amanu so woska enti ya fly no koba fly but ma be fly na ko ba be fly na ko aba enti na game no Jerry Free is back e camper obeboa bi e de amagana na no na ne ko pie magana na 20 defender Aaron Esel so akasa o se o matete say scouts awo around mo hwa na 20 no ti say yo ho bo a obenya good team abobat o mo Ghana for no de enya ho no mo focus no ne say Ghana betuma din kunim ne qualify to the World Cup and say agent and scouts camp so many camp o mo do mo focus no say Ghana ebetumi akodi enkunim ntina under 20 the Black Starlights ejina kono against the host nation Egypt ye din kunim qualify to the World Cup and I say ebewe and say comparing the previous games ayabo in the tournament na what they share Egypt for no so performance and them to say the Magana e game and everybody winning koma ebedi e the first segment of the show.
It's here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marty!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Okay, Osman.
Miss Ruby.
Mama Shas ya also under 20 and they need the host nation and their ball. Jerry Free flying aba I friend aba bebo kakrama yin komo.
Ruby, Mama das an power view na in chicha hen etifu no nyahwefo ni nyina. Yanda ona asada bibia waka ye ho na woma yen show no any other program be kodo wo fiade bia no. Oye number 1 in the region as usual demra wonyem no. And also so echo Facebook and other echo social media that we are transmitting live honum. Inti ebotum na akona also enya audio visuals ni be ahwe the quality pictures videos no na yenyi na ehwema bibia e kama full conversations na yenyi na ebotum akwa na nyem dem nti ekọ Facebook a wo search box no bo Kastle 90.3 Cape Coast na fashion kana shane so the Kastle so start with key and like page na I share mo wonu so baby no so wenya bi na wa ahwe na afi comment no so as abana ya mo show no why interactive for honum nti ma yenda opipiara ase especially adult listeners do opipiara ase so ko hade Ruby under 20 and the game no be kodo no against when Egyptian counterpart in fact the host nation no or a very big game, very big game, and I understand the reason why yen coach no or kade this is supposed to be a final for ni team no. It is because of the objective or that team no when you do tournament no you could 2 objectives so you room on the tournament no. The first thing no is to qualify to the World Cup no wa break code where the semi-finals no and then fast forward say achieve anu we na then the next no so when you mean they say qualify from the semi-finals so now then you want to go into the finals no na afi akwakobo womboze na ajesi wunado any aka wa hade there historically no one of the best performing under 20 teams on the African continent entumumbo or man by 3 na Ghana wichi ebia Nigeria for no on the continental level na what's no your man Ghana but in Nigeria if you are Ghana is the next country you would easily mention there say your tournament under 20 no obotum na oboso enyo honum so it is very clear in fact even if say kade ye tremna say akoy n'anyima then you would want to look at even the World Cup mpo under 20 Ghana ya kwakwaji wo or ye world Africa hade we are the only nation yetum ya age da ma convertible trophy no so it is very clear there this current under 20 team we no when you most wo nanyo coach na tennis mo kan nyina na or your history and no so original da or ma wa guide or ye no so jumeza ende enwa abra na den nwumru we
no so 3 p.m.
Yes so that is very clear honum opponents are your question one when it comes to African football Egyptians are not really known for the unders but or one national team no and I tie anyone but just as we've always been having this argument so you basha how virtually all the countries are in the urban the youth levels yashada ye countries and urban the senior team yashada ye no because of in the science and data and then proper structures are was the argument no most of these countries are once what tum na wobo hombos na in the nyama konkan na otum na ozema ye all these countries no so it is very clear there the Egyptians one has put the host nation no one Bozimbo has not been that bad onye the man ke be that stage we no anka wentum na anka wamembo du honom but na me hwe when matches were born in the group stages no as you compare Ghana zina nke baka da yabo ye ho bozi ka catch no ye the Egyptians no
the first omo the third
yes ka catch no the Egyptians no because 3 matches anye na ye boy no ye bomb bozi no win no mu 2 honom and afa ye bo draw 1 honom to 7 points and ye tum ye fair no but if you look at the Egyptians now their first game against South Africa no were winning by a goal to 0 fast forward we ball against Sierra Leone and yamane to man konka na amfa ma the Egyptians no and then ye boy ye kwe na nyim kakra no Egyptians ball against the Zambians no so 0-0 draw and we tum na okwa boy wo honom enti oma Egypt full so far in the tournament no one bozen bo no nkonkwa ye bibia baka de oye hu ama we win 1 and we draw ebie no honom enti compared to Ghana for yenz na baka da oye bit different honom now yes the team now another the Egyptians were host nation no in the so game you were expecting a third force behind them that is the home support now was about bono and also so when you not work under 20 World Cup in Libya definitely they are going to be happy no imperfect they want to win the tournament in Mpo not send them your way what to watch man Ghana in the semi-finals no Wachi wants one first objective they would easily qualify to the World Cup no at least it will be a good omen for them once one on your budget honum but the opponents are be share that is why man Ghana no that is why Egyptians when you there and then also was assemble on the Paul honum because based on names based on performance in this particular competition way no Ghana you prove you actually there even though born here born on your face but when it comes to us grinding and then getting those results now you to me your honum in our group you ball against the defending champions you to me a show on honum and Senegalese to my and phone our first game in against the DRC Funo and a quite ball draw and against Central African Republic game and so it wasn't really a very good game in terms of spectacle but you take your goals for honum and they your goal for honum and so far no be market the team no for any part no what is needed the most no you to me into the last 3 matches I have no or 3 goals and you to me yashi
tournament yes 1-1-1
and yashi it's normal so at Nigerian say be analyst you would wish that a team that boasts of players coming from abroad FC Barcelona one of second other countries no and can one experience no so what kind of work combine no way to know what goals at least in average in the game bia no say you 2 goals in power you get that more confidence in the day eduma no kebo tum na ka finish your honum but even notwithstanding no say compare any form no to that of the Egyptians now Ruby, I think we've done better in the tournament than them.
Okay.
But the good thing about tournament is in there. Yeah, but group stages in we are. Now you could do the business end of the knockout stages now. I want the teams, countries are popano where you are home. It's my in the group stages, you know. Yes, you build on it, but as about to watch you, then you focus on the game now or the one you know. And to be in the young game, you know, it is very crucial for us.
Okay.
I feel that going into the game, you know, Egyptians will have the 12 men at their back that is supporters no but game ayan ya bono up on the defensive setup now you concede 1 goal so clearly we look a bit solid we chi wanum kakra in our midfield no ball na inside da nyefe bebrebe but up on the stability hono na opponent na wo share na or a game of 2 equals you to me on first half for second half no they will get us attacking front no dem ba na American goals in inside da ball bebrebe wo hono. That is a problem. The coach would definitely have to try there. Yes, no kakra. So you are talking about defensive solidity. Yen defense yen compactness organization. Ghana you to me honum. Already Maka goalkeeper Nasem. I love him so much because of his calm composure. Pressure on top of the day. So defense quite a mistakes in power. Nankasa as a goalkeeper no, he can save the team honum. After one year expected the young goals in no. Even to Mumbra honum. I want my Jerry free no conversation about back. The last time I came had there. Yes, go in a shadamba. If you can reach or without team, no, yeah, and shall go to the baby. But having your experienced players in the team, no, it gives them more confidence, you know. And the good thing in there, and a power in America, one league in our world, the Federation League, no, Ghana and Quebec be Division 2.
Okay,
born a world ball honum. And it's team no worry. I think what the 16th position or so. 4 teams will be from our relegation. And we can wait game our boy, no. About shall go and also so my sister it tells you the importance of Brenton club.
Yeah.
So that is one thing now. Maybe tournament in the elbow, team Kobo concentrate no na ka wa boda
Ghana
but what do baby say be clubs be here
of course
nti oba na da ma e kawo no one orefa team no bo triplatic time no nko back nko ball oreba so Ghana so sense ye here
yes ko chairman no abalebo
Ebisu baby said no performance generally not then obe one assist one I mean Ruby you the full complement of our squad
okay
mo be here but to me about qualify you know for me I'm up for it
okay
even though the others can also do because the last time in his absence you know they proved that without him you know they can also do the job you know but with him also no he adds more bite and quality to the team so why not and I feel that this month of fair waka say we and then as Ghanaians yet na had you know I have every confidence there yes Egyptians are the host nation but in the year one thing at the back of our minds at this level of the competition it doesn't matter about the games they're in the group stages but I wait me 90 minutes one goal win him mobile here the young qualify when they say for the World Cup now the semi-final bet and then we start talk about the other things we need to know Ruby I feel and then you are blue and a good day that my man again I hope there mama come quite to one of those tournaments you know equation host nation not pressure about them but Egyptians say want to one cross or the ocean no Ghana yes one but one level for them to know coach Desmond of friend on unity team no I wish them the very best of luck
okay
I mean you man two man you bring another chance but no for ma na you discuss or your qualification na
World Cup no me da say Asman the Venga and what's in Kano or Vim mama message and Ghana na Egypt na 20 quarter finals e ba so se Ghana nya win ni pe ye qualify for semi finals pa ye World Cup no ye NJ Cup cry qualify the last four na continue Ghana must qualify and only idea they co game ni coach Desmond of Akasa FKK many come Jerry free and never back and game no itself ye ni come on afi ye fa course kakra wo ho
yeah I think it's a very difficult game at the Amai and a very difficult game so at the Egypt for no ye ntimi right home of tournament here you boy open nipa and as a country aje kese Nigeria with 7 but Ghana between Ghana and Egypt yaji 8 trophies and yachi obi aje 4-4 nti said the case of national team na yard almost so under 20 no mo yard but of course na yaji 4 almost so aje 4 and for me be aje no mo be ache the last time in 2013 so in terms of numbers ye winning trophy in the yenchen and I say yenchen and almost so nchen yaji 4-4 it be as a current form any currently be a tournament na ye bono said Osman Kai no show mo form na be no na be na obviously from group stage na band the Ghana ho de no e was so in terms of points I am massive games are you win your goals are share said they can intimi share a lot of goals and social group ma Sierra Leone the moto way 4-1 and omo but then almost share Zambia almost share South Africa that same group no South Africa for now at the end of the day almost have top here and so really dear so one way or the other as a coach we are sure say going into side game no mo ma team nya o de bebre say ba ne gia ono so timi gibi say the waje for no so obi nti on any day almost betimi awie ne bi and also my can be say almost was our supporting base no e wo mo chi a ayo land and omo air boss unti sa support nyina betimi akọ etimi e dia mom timi de me ma metimu nya me desa me hu ni say still na a game of equals even a 50-50 probably being power with almost support no behind them no e bia no so be a long way ama na akọ etiaye and ebia Ghana yenso yekọ Egypt for land no so no under 20 play yekọ 209 no ebia no so na yenso yebetimi ahwe say o mo cry Abama have man under 20 at the world stage ya baba bajenti sa nyomani nyina ya ade ekoma say rural boys ni team coaches ni team kokofa sa records nyina ba who said the biana na can say history they na sometimes e boa no who very good history who very good record who very good statistics they na e boa sometimes say football nim say wo ka ni nyina na say wo twe ba enye no na e ba bebo game na ma wo but say wo kai a na say wo de betoto ene de oye ho na de kakra ba be kan wa jinja we ma wa ho de foforo e ma sa ho to so no say wo gire ho a obetimi akwa etie bia no ena ebetimi aboy also bia with our quality no because I show mo na in terms of quality Ghana be was kakra Eddie Achon, but more experienced coach, Osama Nabi, and Onimian team, no, or say Ghana a strong team, but almost so, or say more Egyptian team, no, more sad pride, and also make your mind not proud. Into more sad pleasure, no, the kind a deep one. The toss so some more mukrum for no, and more money into a moon say or more said yes or so much trophy, no, and my master or more finish it third. Ebe kind third best place team ebe from Swakes here we go a whole tournament ebia enye bebre ba at least ebia
of course
so obia place third e woni team wa ba beje tournament
Ronaldo the Euro third akwaje Euro
and AFCON e boy ye nansia ni ye hu se bi mo finish third
Cote d'Ivoire
mo travel all the way e ko ani mu e ko perform ye ntino my no end that me sure say your coach no your coaches no any players na nkasa no say the players na nkasa shas ye kasa no and the last time Aziz after we the man of the match no name some more kind of say omunim say games aye kono emu bedin and so on be travel no more timi akọ omunim so sometimes hu de esi wanim na hu say oh ampa we hu odin there but me so me jim hu de metimi no waye ba say koba say me jim hu di say me hu odin chen hu say okoye underdog sa na so oba dia obetimi aba so I believe say we nyina going into play no obviously ye na tifie na ye boy ye who say be ka say who say win
of course
to almost wo honom no expect say on be person supporters be back o say games na ya hwe na am say apart from am games na supporters na entan hwe games na ma no enye fe but with them ne there anyhow game no ni magnitude say the mu ye do tie no there on be person supporters be back o no pressure no will be on us ebi almost so positively or negatively pressure no be almost so either to win the game no it could be anything ni nyina say Ghana for no ye be play your cards ye na supporters na ba no mo be back o mo ye e be depend game na ye be bo no ti say my game na show mo so ye possess game ni ye game plan ye nya right ye create a lot of chances na say ye the ball no push o mo e bia ye chance ye ntamo na register ye din e wo goal num ya take the leader ye betimi amasa support na aba no akọ ye bone so e dia ma Egyptians no whereby ye di game no e show mo no ye bo game na di cham but senye sa na se kokwasa ya na se game plan ko en sheda nya ye na nkrofo sa akonya first goal a e bia na akọ e dia ma but dia ba ko e boy etimi ya sa ne din ne bre na omo etimi bone mpo no enyoma enku ye mfama in terms of style of play ye hu ye game plan ni ye no nyina mu no as a players no sa individual brilliances no mo etimi de ye ma ne ye adwuma ma ne ye efie issue no men shada nkan bibre because the fact say omo ati asema konebra na eba mu nyina no me feel say sometimes e betimi the distraction aba but if says omo etimi aye ni ya krakra ni ye ama aye positive de ama ye dia fair enough very good at the mind this is Ghana enim de etimi ye they play or no kon dey ya say or no ni ha yentimi mbo ana dey ntina mo dey ne kom dey ne kwai dey ne but me sure say within the camp any omo ankasa mo dodo na abo mo ho ache nti sa understanding no e wo mo ntem but oni Aziz who say so mo hu omo ho soronko
of course
mo hu omo ho soronko
o for blasters we so Barcelona
body language no kwa kan e ma utie Aziz in the first two games no I should by a last game no your boy no I think said no a very good but still room honum so be improving ho as the quality okuta any konya straight direct to ASP no koya na also kosi sa kan wo honum no I feel so ni Jerry nyina no omo sa room no mbe o so mo improve omo still now no mo young players and omo we emre bebre do omo anim so metimi aye nyoma right na fe omo consistent and so etimi de abamti coach na kire se wo hia Jerry entina wama kwan se o momfa no komra dia bani se onya opportunity na ono so betimi na account why coach no gitum coach bi wa on pesa se camp no bonding no we tournament foforo ya bo Ghana de na wi ha nya Ghana ha Egypt ti ehia different bonding ye hia bibi soronko a wo se consistent etimi da yentema obia wa around ye etimi ye na etimi de ko anim ti wagya tum say enya ne saade a yeah best expect say on be you no normal bomb mo modern say dem aka an opportunity ni ba on grabbing no show why coach no enya sa gidie no wonu mu bebre ti two coaches na kasa na bi aka e dey fa ni team no injuries e wo ni team no mu o say no na ade e ha ni ye pa no ntina after mo first game no Sierra Leone for na cho mo awi mo 4-1 but mo last game no mo ni Zambia e ko ball e draw e no na timi boy a ono so timi nya sa last gap gasp qualification no and do share more points no come one mass ya na na say you for no bro mo so 4 so at yes but na bia said there can cards accumulation and also goals for ni goals against and a man we but in terms of point ni the omu nyina nya 4 and omo team the bant anya that the bad side ni nyina say Ghana e benya in game plan ye players be stay focus for the whole 90 minutes be bia betimi asi frustrations ebebem ebeye omo idea bi omo de ba let's go yen frustrate omo yen ko show omo bufu Ghana for no omo ya too aggression yen nye na yen shisho omo bufu omo ntwitwa yen cards embrem na omo game no person omo bo no omo ntimi ambo ntini nyina ya dia ebetimi abam ti se onim sa North Africans na we ni say a man ya the foforo omu type of game omu bona sa omu hwe na so omu ntimi no pa mbo quality na omu away omu so be that is be frustrate you now so cat beba red card ni sa dem beba say be omu sa ebe da so bad yenye gidi o boys ni say kakra omu akere no be ko a long way na timi akwa boy nti just like in the bema but say dem aka your last 3 games no emma ya sa hoto so no say ye will be kakra winning mentality and I know near deba and you are consistent in our game. Says I am body for crampona we need there. Or say and second yet me de conti as Ghanaian per the analysis in no there. Ebia form guide per the tournament na bono per points I am no you will be at the charm but the team final kwa enya yastic. Be beer to me assessor. So maybe Ghana 55%. We should be able to see a bit to qualify for him. Okay, FKK Adiano and at 3 p.m. Mewo Egypt I want to know so Ghana and Egypt the host nation under 20 AFCON Basso ne quarterfinals. Ghana win game no and I to qualify semi-finals yakwa World Cup ni bi enti na be double air celebration. Say to me e din kunimu a yakwa semi-finals no na ye kwa World Cup no ene game no baso Ghana Egypt Franafe also for adventure ebra so be Jerry free Ghana ni no a obone bo Spain o mu team na wie no Ghana jane kwa after match day 2 ma ne koye okoye no ye bo match day 3 no without him but ye do this stage there yasen akoni team na sa akọ Frana ba so o me kan ye ho meboa ye na because ye ni dan so tie say trap fly plane no ticket akọ na ba team no ka say dey free aba camper ene game no obebo bi e de ama eye Ghana mame fa course kakra na fetie for mra so be on this particular issue black satellite and 20 AFCON quarter final game no ehon komo no na me be phone lines no obeka wan asem nye any other issue bia black satellite and 20 game against Egypt no ene kan wan asem also adwenche ho ne say who Ghana chances of qualifying ne say 0244 408 046 0244 408 046 and 0244 408 354 0244 408 354. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me pachodin baby of free.
Teacher Kuku Bonkus.
Say it's one of pay.
And that day in your support Ghana. The young chum for Egypt to wonder because Bafama no over my young support unlike in painful no what truck and but I do may caution coach Desmond affair in there. Mama there coach Utuado. First half in defend, the second half attack. First half watch and forward, second half a better attitude. The first half ni new name game nibi. Papa young corner the aman. Nay shaman rather than they be defend the second half. Yeah, attack.
Miss Medas say hello, good morning. And pachodin baby of free. Okay, it's you.
When you Zambia about drawer, this time Zambia for young Kofubia were someone. Ghana and Chile to wait to me rubber border, drawer, then most of we in Kofa way at the PC. work above themselves. No point to Monshaman. I hear them that. Obey you, and protocol.
Answer. I mean, your mark or toko and I would say, same kind of two. And I Ghana game no command a yedi and you know later on back to other issues. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby Adam.
Aquarium organizer.
And I tell you, I'm going to
yeah, who you aquarium?
I'm going to Miss Ruby. In the SKK, or KBB on it, how many things in it? I need to missing by me there because I am there. You qualify me. I correct up, maybe. It's a month I bought on to my what but today will be by Miss Ruby. And I had 20. I'm going to my so work up. You could be. I couldn't imagine trying
Medas Aquarium. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, Mama Shana Femi for Hannah. Yentimi and to us. So, hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Miss Bacho, do it free.
This is Cheba for you.
Okay, Cheba for it, you.
Miss Ruby, you can't get more than 20 about it because, and they gave me the talk because we are already checked. Now, also, we depend. Asia, this is upon and I'm about me. In Ghana, I'm kind of coaching on your temple because the Bible better motive.
Okay, Cheba for me that say. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Bishopy.
Me pachodin baby free.
Bishopy Ten Hag.
Oh, Ten Hag get you.
Net medicine. Bishop, you know, my record of mobile lawyer. I mean, what has really got to do with ball lawyer? Bishopy. So, bottom one should go la may qualify. I mean, why not? This is African game. Or the African game are very crunchy, or a very, very big crunchy than compared to the World Cup makes more. You arena. I mean, you have Basabas and Ponesa Trey and some moves to be a cool. I like to go to North and the good and Mafi Fair. Almost no winning my hand. I usually move to the next stage.
Okay, Medas Ten Hag. The last time Ghana kwaje AFCON 2021 free banya more time because of COVID inti. Yan to me anko World Cup no. The following year in 2023 no Ghana to me po qualify anko AFCON no bi. Enti no na ka ho bi enti no yakwa World Cup a check a cry e friend mu say this time man e be call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Me pa chodi no be free. Cheba for ni.
George.
George, ada me yeti o no pray.
You are problem.
Welcome, Pa George.
Now, Osman, the guy has submitted you about it. What the fuck? Now I can say I can't under 21 yard. I'm not problem. So what the fuck? Outside the ball. So but because they will be 10, but it's very for match. So when you tell that Ghana so of faith and the 15 and the 17 the boy I don't be the winner no Arsenal. And
Sapa Pepe.
It's one on Ghana premier ya una the na agba. Those man although the really depend on it to be back. It's our pass out the
okay, Medas Osman. Also cast some like can hear man because I didn't know Tiona or the I could try to bet into no one can hear now man or Lucy bet now or bad betting is a candidate free honum. Mamma Fabella last to count after young Quaman on it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Boboski.
Miss Ruby.
Boboski, it's you.
Miss Ruby and the 20 for one and Cassandra man. Was a been me if you work up actually 20 work up if you actually it's a work up no I mean here mention dropping over there.
Of course.
It is a wutum or qualifier. When you have Bajach and there or Kaka dropping in the Quambia dono. Egypt for no one or want to be what you bolo. Kakebian wide from Kakebian one ando into coaching and one and Cassa. No on your crown one go Bob as a putting your one go near qualifier. Yepe.
Mensah Medas Boboski. Enti Ghana ne yebo eye Egypt. Morocco ne eye Sierra Leone e bontino. Omo be win that game no. And now be face either Ghana or Egypt in the semi-finals. But here pan say yan winning ne. Yan semi-final, yan qualify for World Cup. Cup ni the trophy in Ghana and 20 nipa. Yeah, highest. We want to be at the World Cup and one in here. But of course, ya cup no so pay. But the main thing is the yen to me momo dia. And then in here, ye nim kunim, the qualifying for World Cup. We are semi-final, no. You better want some account. Mefa we nka ho. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning, madam.
Me pa chodin baby free and free.
Asante Kotoko new.
Salko ko yiti pay.
Egypt ye country dia what do oya bayra bro waju. Kawe nkofu. Yeah. Say am from them takachi bi nkofu ya kwankosia. E de ensa be gueti. Enti ye careful pa ashasinala. Pipe. Yes. That's how I go. Try them. That's it.
Yes, so yeah, that's say. Okay, yeah, shall not fair by Manone, Abedi, Manone, because we have other local stories, yeah, Baba discuss it later on. And you know, 44 minutes past 7. I mean, for this first segment, Ninsi, the Munya Master Palm for first segment here. Mocha Madrin, Mom went to me, Amazon, BS Air phone lines now for the second segment now, which me abana fee. What me so Abechewa dream, but I am running for young common on it. Now, you couldn't come classic on it to the Real Madrid. And na me show video be na Rudiger cross score line bako classical bako and Vinny Sukra bako. Then I'm share 5-2 no. Na game be na FKK. 5-2 near the super cup na dey here na. Because me himself first leg when they mu lose 4-0. And the final of the Copa del Rey was it 4-2 or something. Me say dude never do the guitar no results now. Make come boy say 16 goals. Hey! 16 na go ma but FKK we nyanwanwa because if you have Chouameni anymore no Militao ni ho Alaba ni nyanwanwa magu Madrid de chire ho for magu omo na Lucas Vazquez de mini so obeda Osman papa yin na papa ni na onya ofiti so bobo Madrid nya onya adida e dia sa no asense sie na but come on na hosa no aferio
right back no a winger they no ya ni no a winger Champions League ni debut season okobo first penalty shade na no a typical winger baby Rodrigo goes born no effective asem na ba and Ancelotti feel say o say oye makeshift. So what you say? And ordinary cover right back position. And yet this season,
of course,
then no now any consistency a whole season.
Of course,
Vazquez.
Dani Carvajal was around,
and yes, the opera no, but now soon as a coach. Says the about Frason the penny so soon.
Papa,
because Jesus Vallejo, so what you say, you need center backs now. Or more ball as a 4 no, or the new ball. So almost standing city say 5 no na no call left no 4 and a call right and you can how Sergio Ramos will be number 4 no a right back
of course
from Sevilla.
World Cup 2010 2007 was it 2010 now of course no but right back
no a right back no be ball center back 4 man ye sana imprebebre ne sana tie obi a number 4 center back what the ball right back so Ancelotti ono na akwa bent I believe say so Jesus Vallejo no kasa ntem say on can squad no this season on person dey by abrantie so baby amuko bia odim okobi mo yes squad lesa ni dinshi no ko no squad di o kan squad no mo ti bench no kan bi dressing e bia on dressing enye say we pra enye so enye hwe o ye center back edi me I believe say no be a better option. So nya confidence ni nya gidie wo ni mu say massa kobo right back no. E mayen. So ade o de ba ma e bia on ko attack. But defensively no there. Obey heduma na timi dia ma. Better than the Vazquez e timi dia ma nti sometimes coaches be on my
Vazquez na ho so efensu let's ne fata no pa
a typical Spaniard and amazing count
me you free so what so sa
but me should be one thing for sure about these two clubs in Nyina Oban one attacking ball now I'm very happy there Carlo Ancelotti admitted there Barca for an attack no I mean Obiaji to me there they are very sharp. You cannot take that one away from them. And Madrid is in our simple. They will show some glimpses be there. Sanka Vinicius Nonye Mbappe and whoever would play ahead of this other players we. Sanka Baja to me there. One person on you from Manian Kwan. Ebianka Madrid this season. So once 1 year in Pono, in a lot of the games, over consider goals in par, they will score more because the same two teams in there will be one attribute or the same. Barca to me share a lot of goals because our front one domino. there's a certain Lamine Yamal on any day biano. It's not about the goals, but about how he brings the other players into play.
Okay.
Into about how much trivial passes in the so one can say a striker, a ring and say a sharp enough. I'll bonum 5 to 15 one man. Ebenyamu 2 are connects national goals or honum. Rafi and more goals or honum. Ferran Torres more goals in the honum. The man soon even Lewandowski, no so more goals in the honum. Madrid up front one, so the same thing. Mbappe ended or check clearly the reason why he's a top striker. But we be sure 2 teams in your behind defensive setup. No.
Oh, very poor.
2 teams in very
poor.
And then I'm a permanent for one time because this time I know was as the high line, Inter Funache, Dortmund Funat. You can easily break FC Barcelona. And Hansi Flick said you must go to my next season. Ruby, he should solve that more defensive problems. My money when I joined there this season, you're my crazy Amon. So that is how next season going forward. And so Barcelona will go with the same kind of defenders. They should go into the market. Look for proper defenders on any day, in any moment, to be in tight spaces. Over to defend them. But this kind of high line way, a team about discipline. Barca played better than Inter Milan. But who won the game?
Inter Milan.
And then the game was like Madrid. When you can take one chances.
First half.
Imagine. Okay. The master will be Madrid to one maybe because of
any man. When I'm starting at the Chomani, I said no, yeah, dear power. And yes, you have to go sit to buy. Madrid in there. Once you put us as bastards, don't give them the spaces. Master for us, that will pay spaces. If you give them the spaces, they would exploit you. And that is one time they midfield there. Against the 2 teams in the United. They should solve their defensive problems. So hello, I go by the name Bandana, the CEO of Total Design Group Construction at CCTU. I'm not happy with the performance of my darling team Chelsea. But Man United was Slepa. And when I saw the table, Osman, I just said, hey, next person, super. Yes, I'm sorry, I relegated. I have a man you. Hey, okay. I got now. One of that 17.
Is it Gary Neville? Weekend way after one of the games, okay, he will swap the season Arsenal for when for he will swap Manchester United for one season way.
For Arsenal, for Arsenal,
that shows you a top mentality of play. What's the culture of Manchester United?
What kind of behavior is this?
That's a team of Manchester United. I think this is the worst campaigner since 1972 or so. When you as a club.
Okay, man, so the people never be go on Beckham was Beckham. But Man United was they'll go to relegation next season if they don't sack their coach. Coach, no one sacking them. Good morning, Miss Ruby. To you and your team. I go by the name Discover from Abrobiano. Please, any update on Bayern Munich camp? Okay, I bet Bayern camp will be on man. Almost celebrating Hurricane and J. Good morning, Castle Sports. Your show is live and clear at Abe Information Center. Oh, okay. Yanchama Mohonina, Yanchama Pa, Yanchamu Information Center. Run on so Yachao. You say no, me TB Achapao. First, not me war not me tight Information Center. Pa Osman. No more to and do number ho. Until since no, yeah. I'm not dinner so. I'm watching but what's the sound on my news in the camera and I be finding more information centers are more picky and shows thing now. Yeah, that must pa. Also, should be I'm a die-hard Chelsea fan, but right now the presence of Nicholas Jackson, I will never support Chelsea against Jackson depart from the team. Mr. What they mean to me, you see, we Chelsea fans. We miss Roman Abramovich. What need a hash on Jackson. Miss Ruby. Cash from Akotoche. Ghana go win by 2-1. More fire. Thank you so much for your message. Then I'll say, Miss Ruby, please, I want to know about Elmina Sharks. This is Presla. Presla, yaba. Yaba division one. So yaba. All blast fast at jubilate. Hey, Rose Park at Chatham. Ghana under 20 will not qualify for the World Cup. Mark my words. Russell from UCC. Anna Russell, oh yes, sir, but Nyashi, oh, I was doing change, Yet, yes, sir, I can cancel my camera. Mamma also message on 0244 743143 0244 743143. Me pa church me na member CCA and I feel come on it.
When I day home and want something quick to chop, got everything inside, groundnuts, milk and sugar. I only need some water, so kiss made easy. Carry mix, it be chop anywhere, it be carry for your
4-in-1 Gary mix. Soakings are easy. This advert is FDA approved.
Kwame sheni multi-bet so GD say ebe farm and now for ni chita phone na or the bet way for bet influencer e bet one the fufura abroad cheche ni code no etimi mani nya sika course dudu o cheche no na chire sika dudu obenya obia betimi e bet influencer we e ya the fufura kra edikan e wo wiase afa na nyina free betway kai se nchehye kakra wo ho Gaming Commission of Ghana sashase woni fie no wo twe a enko ho bet ni wonyansem.
Auntie T, I beg, fix me go betete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no.
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, with the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, if you get your own data and call packages, falla! Made For Me bundles like the way you want them. That *530# then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Fanny say what the 1 Ghana cedi, ebedi 30 Ghana cedis, cool chaw. And I say 30 Ghana cedis, ebedi 300 Ghana cedis, cool chaw. Na 100 cedis bet die, and no grad ye easy gra. Din kunim 30 times, e wo yibako agudi anymore. Near here and say obey abapano, e free otarikitu ebimu, and matter to 6 a woman, ama wedding kunim. Na anya enun kwanano, bobako, and I say bo a 9 impreno. Debia, nanya 2 Ghana cedis free, wumpe way na upet yen. Dial *946#, na shasi e bonus sia, enele ensa game pack akudi anymore. And yeah, Mawana won the if you do watching.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Okay, young Kwame on here, Nafi, Osman.
Yeah, Mr. B.
Yenche and some but games are coming at that Facebook, no. At the top, the race for the top 5 no. Arsenal, any Newcastle, any Southampton. Newcastle home. This game was Arsenal to me all 6 points, right? Newcastle, Arsenal, Emirates. Or some say Newcastle, ma Yanum for why?
But we want to be Newcastle what the CC.
And yeah, she, Osman.
No. But I know the intensity in the game.
Mobashano. I'm on the damage to Mobashano. I didn't I can't some more or church as them. Mobashano. Mobashano.
Newcastle, Chelsea.
Mobasham call Yana. I will mind you, Chelsea or mind you in the forest. Chelsea just 6 points in a go. But forest for us, I know why I'm a mobile crane coming near. Anka Villa momum free a yinim. Villa ne a bakwan Villa no. Kama you for momunya di common Tottenham. Almost yama you ne Tottenham enu so when na amasem na say no. Villa yama you ne Tottenham momunya de. En he be show mu enu na. En na ha dwen kama you mi omo na nkoma hye mo a. Oh, Forest. Kokenan king so say hwan Osman yanko yanim.
Interestingly. My Madrid game no prekwe. Yes, the game no come but the numbers need be one ma and open every character and we me feel the killer Mbappe. Actually to me Bonabado, irrespective of how the season has been for a year. Nankasa no Real Madrid in no. But Nankasa individuality me sure they better than this season way. He was a flop. So Madrid team in one year because he's a part of the team in to know. Definitely abakade. Numbers in Bono another team performance na one senior, but collect individual performance and Kasas is it. Ruby me feel that Brenton this season. Why is it? And up we met that na every career. Now currently he's the best player in the history of Madrid. Ni debut season, the first season no. A Brenton way to now. Wow, but the most goals in the in Real Madrid for one history of honor. Into this season we actually a Brenton in all competition, 39 goals and away to now wash it. And you can actually a rental from Ivan Zamorana, no kuta dama record in 37. Why stand by 2? Season is yenwe. Was be back on honum. Samadi den to manage the liga no. Na see every season no. Not by the petite. Yes, na some I mean, it will be a good one.
Lewandowski's one train or next game over.
The main one. I doubt. I went to miss my Morocco no to na wa kwakwe jumano. It's in Ruby no see mbana bad or honum. Now that I don't know about hat trick in the game no. Hat-trick now been the boy no means today Abraham Baba the first player since 1945 after the Second World War in the history of Real Madrid all but hat-trick in an El Clasico. Okay. Now need him no all lose game. Oh. Yes. Oh. He's the first player since 1945. About hat-trick. What about hat-trick in El Clasico for Real Madrid? Now need him now watch we lose a match. Into your unwanted record. Is it even a wanted record? it's something that didn't favor him.
Of course, yeah.
It's no Tete.
No, the World Cup, no so crack.
World Cups was the come on. World Cups over hat-trick. And no still now no one for my Brenton on T. I feel that it is good that Brenton would also be happy with the kind of season at this season when but I know people will make that argument because they the season Ankasa in retrospect one the trophy into no. People will be tempted over why a flop. But no, on any
you can't use the word flop. No one so flop. Abai. They were a flop way. Now I can't. People can't be on the dictionary for the word flop. Madrid team no be I can say uncle ye, but as an individual. Ah boy.
And that is it. Now we should Lamine Yamal.
I cry welcome London.
Of course, he would make the cut. You make the conversation because of the numbers, you know. But Ruby Lamine Yamal is one player. But Lionel Messi, we all watched him at the age of 17 years. Yeah, who Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of 17 years. Ruby, what's not there and pay my car and we may sound controversial. At the age of 17 years, the kind of baller Lamine Yamal obo, and how to decide the game or dominate the game to know. At that my age, you know, no player in recent times you ones in the way the best I you want at this age, you know. And I was one compare this Lamine Yamal boy. At this age, 17 years away, Messi was that good, but no one decided the games in front of FC Barcelona around that time. Yes, but now no, this boy is doing it at the age of 17.
Of course.
Yeah, when the age mates are about the other teams, you know, every people will make it cut simple for the team. Some of them are there, but when Messi was a bus, a similar snap do all the baby has a pressure, but in the Champions League, now he is deciding games, you know, or a master or should be a honor. And Ruby at the age of 17 this season, 4 matches against Real Madrid. Then you needed already go another assist in El Clasico. That should tell the level of Lamine Yamal.
And was interested after Champions League. No, so who Bastoni?
Yes.
The comments. No,
of course. That is the person we are talking about. And to be mobile here in that brain away, so to must stay fitter. For me, I feel that we are going to enjoy him more, not just because of goals and other assists, but how we or call other players into the field of play. And the situation be by now. What about one-on-one be na Vini ba attack boy way. Na manyama what the ball nti ye no confidence no was sure. And I like his mentality. Oh Bazi. No catch na
Omwade on the field of play.
On the field, yes.
About
going on form yes about twetwe. The mark come small bread one nsa no. And this is the man defender see be brain now they've struggled against Lamine Yamal to Ruby. I feel that no boy no. May yes sign the only that injury free season no. So bibi atum koye ze ma brain na. He would play at the highest level and we'll see him there. He's going to be one of those names that after Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo and the others, you know, he's going to be the next player. I think he'll be the face of football. The next 10 years to come and say, well, off with injuries, I believe that he's going to be there. So, Ruby, into the French league, now afterwards, in the PH, now watch the league in the one wasn't but then I was night no Kodono, Osman Dembele. And I'll be the player for the season in the French league. No. Now, Ruby, I'm particularly happy for Osman Dembele because this season we Bibia there say a player cry way to not what dazzle in the game of football, in the world of football, especially on the French soil now. Or as Osman Dembele is one of those guys now. At the age of 27 years, you know, I home. But joining PSG somewhere 2013-14 last season obey. Last season, I 42 matches, 6 goals, 12 assists, and no two more.
It was about last season.
Yes, last season.
2013,
23, 24.
2023, 2024. Yes. 13.
Oh, okay. And Obey, no goal contribution was about 18. Now, this is Amanyo Kawase, no goal contribution so far, and Ruby, or 44.
Wow.
Yes.
In all competition.
44 goal contribution. And I bring away to Nawaye, 33 goals, and 11 assists. I don't know what to why. And we talk about players what decide the game. What one clubs are what ball. Just as we're talking about Lamine Yamal. Currently, they call Paris Saint-Germain tinumuna or Osman Dembele and Otumuna or decide the games, you know. Or the moment. I'm not surprised there. The league and top goal scorer no. What to more for with 21 goals. What the numbers and what to more to and our first Champions League and so. Oh good and so one home wasn't on this season, ne career in Yunano, I think he's had a professional career of 11 years. And we've been down by 11 years, you know. This season, we're the best of the numbers. Internet with FC Barcelona, the best numbers one year no was 2018-19 season. 43 matches to watch 14 goals. And 8 assists to Hodnum. that was the best in the career of honum. Sasha Dortmund that the best career no 10 goals and otum no 20 assists in 2016-17 season. Reason why Barca phone what to more choir or sign out Brenton.
Of course.
But this season retire Paris Saint-Germain no so what to make you know when at the age of 27 years I feel no some poor start was starting to shine of honum. And for me about Louis Enrique and Abado. Say Bakaya not up as the right winger for the team of honum. But what the baby not to about two sides in na. But coach nation catching is in there. My put Ebo as the center forward in my team. But as the first 9 in the team, I want to Brenton Obari discover the former in the year season area what the best player in the French League. This is your coach in your problem. It's the first game in the group World Champions League, the league phase, against Arsenal. No coaching what's on a drop there. No subani been to no more mechanism no. But look at the reaction. And for me, Ruby Yambona bad or ended up desired way no so again the young player for the season. Yeah. But unfortunately, Donnarumma may say on the
best goalkeeper
no. Or a left goalkeeper Xavier. I know two Ronya Dama or award no. Xavier.
Adwana sister Adwana Bambi do han say you myself on Xavier and a friend say Xavier.
It is interesting.
Okay, that's
and now work a Champions League for them to crown the season.
All right. Oh, are you champions in the Ballon d'Or Adwana no? Oh, la me I Pedro Munya Nante. I remember them belly. A woman saw Momu goes now as accounting some way be was still Adwana.
It's no kudos to Paris Saint-Germain. Coach is the best coach of the season. No see ambona bad honum. In the Serie A weekend way, not too much is very important. So Biano that was in the games now. Or Codono. Now that Inter Milan qua away to Torino, won by 2-0. Then I'm a shot squad now coach was starting.
Yeah.
You see, Ruby Simone Inzaghi, I mean, or Cheddar or a top coach on Yimeduma. Champions League game, and I think that it matters to him the most than the Serie A. When you're there, Serie A, they be a bias in the budget, but Champions League, no 50-50 between on your PSG. Into about tried about managing the squad, no. And since I show you a 200 about the same players, but goalkeeper, no, and then on my brand tower from Joseph Martinez, 26 years of age from Spain. And obey Bejina Mohonum, the goalkeeper Yansomano, or more Tumuna, or relax, say Honum. But fast forward the defensive triangle, and then Bastoni, De Vrij, and then Bisek, and one of Tumuna would defend it. But I call affront Honumana, right from the wing backs, to the midfielders, to the attacking players in Yinano, and then also San and San in Honum. Into rent of Augusto, Zelinsky, Aslani, Demian, Zaleski, I have Korea, Joaquin Korea, and Afe Ade Teremi. These were the guys I was starting game no wasn't man or Inter Milan or Honum. I ever can get to my couple of quadri Scudetto no. Rubin ko all rest in the key players no. Man no making sure there. I started this place way no. Now we're two no goals no was or Inter Milan or Honum to 14th minute pair. I went off on Zelowski no go no. Pebina share. Maybe to Mojina in a precision but I'm a wonderful go no. In the second half no make it changes kakra or ma. The others now what's in the bench no game time because he needs to manage them so that by the time about Champions League finals now these guys are fresh for the game no way too now while back on him and now as laying your penalty and also two more boys and then the Inter share by 2-0 now I can and there's a 2-0 it means that was the pressure no but about to Napoli
on Napoli at the same point
and then the Napoli game no to the same point and the game now Napoli in the fear against or Genoa, but 2-2 draw one. Now remember the because in the game 15th minute, and a Lukaku ball the first goal wonderful goal and a Lukaku to more share one, assisted by Scott McTominay. Fast forward an own goal by Napoli goalkeeper Merit, and then one kakra. He was just unlucky because cross no by and attack can head the ball no. Ruby or you born you. But one or you and a bonus has about born in any view. Go post or born and born about to the back of the net of Honum. And then visibly, Queen Benton, he was down Honum. But for anything be a prodigy league piano, the moment of Boko Foam, no, they will get down a proper reaction. No. Into Raspadori in the 64th minute, Benya, the Obenya man, Napoli Funo, caught ahead of Honum. It's a game now, 2-1. 84th minute, Ruby, I want a pressure in your 2 o'clock or Honum. And under the Napoli football CD or one lead, my game in the bed by 2-2 draw Honum. But if follow January for now, you will clearly understand why. Under the game, no say Napoli coach now. Yes, who but you clearly understand. But I feel like at that point, Ruben Anko a game and Napoli for pick 3 points now. Nka 2 games here nka 1 cases. Nka pressure ne sada mom but one wo honum. Intended that Napoli for no what drop 2 points for 1 point in this particular game of honum. Into the league table no CCIA or a 1 point difference and no separate Napoli and then Inter Milan 78-77 points. Into our pressure and about 2 more games to go. Last time I came one day there's actually games now work for the 2 sides now. Ruben Kebaka and Napoli for the game we win the league now. But per the game against Genoa, oh many ration be there. Be able to miss. Okay. Be able to miss or because Palmer once we wait pressure so that one because actually Palmer for now what the 16th position 32 points and Empoli what the 16th position no. We pick 28 points, so it means that 4 point difference, and order between these 2 clubs in one team. And the power pick or tomorrow pick 1 point in poor. It means that once up and the safe results now. Once over to know where you won't wait him. And their last game no clearly will be against Cagliari will fear. Okay. Which would also be another crucial point. This is a team under pressure or team fear or drop a point. So what is the expectation there? Some of these games, about to pick a 6, But I feel on paper, it is very much possible there. Okay. Napoli certainly would manage the 2 games, Now, actually, in terms of one last 2 games now, we will matches no me as in Kakra. But then, or your football. Or against Lazio, yeah. Wofie. Interestingly, now I sounds who are against or yet Komu, Huawei. Okay. Fabregas said, you this season, why you know? Maybe at the time in subsequent days, I'll come and talk about Fabregas said, why you know? It will be no so young interphone about the way close the gap no more by one. Okay. It's a very interesting one. You how the rest no botum na obeko. Bundesliga ni aka the Bayern for AJW. But player under that another weekend will say goodbye to our Bayern team no was a Brent our from our Thomas Muller or Honum. Now Ruby Arenta na it was deserving. Say I show any trophies or G was the year frame. What what presented was my Brent na. No very much interesting. Not all fair. In fact, we are now we win the game na trophy no what na was him Honum no. Now so too much there. He's one of the guys and wasn't bono to na Ostenyua. Into say sure yeah Nestala career when you with Bayern Munich na. So far no 13 Bundesliga trophies na wafa. Oban the DFB Super Cup na 8 times and away to na wafa. 6 times or yeah DFB Pokal no. Now we to wafa Champions League no 2 times. UEFA Super Cup no so 2 times. And a FIFA Club World Cup no 2 times. And a Thomas Muller we to na wire or and then for me I think the why is it because at a point in time our team nyama ko from Gakrano. It took the same experienced players and what to more galvanize here in the way to now to return 1 trophy bill. He's leaving the team and I know that certainly they will still go in there, get other players. I want to obey Juma and yet to the Florian Vitt number 10 row no Bibi at that Brent no or what to have join the Bayern for no way to know our name to one so into na young but one about the honum. Back to the Premier League and the games will be done to more Kodo and will be akasa for some of the games in the home. However, results in to more bay no and all how I drink a for some of the clubs because this year Premier League and Amazing Macade will be no one to my son and for me. I am a Kabimokade because meeting my nation to know and I become answer. But in terms of the title challenger, you who the Spanish La Liga, you who the Italian Serie A, you who the Bundesliga, and this is the Premier League now, man, kind of refreshing results in the ma. You enjoy a game in Ohono. That is how he has been. But in the Namaka, actually, Casino now, or to no code, we're talking about Chelsea. Chelsea, yeah, both season way, Liverpool League way. Arsenal for some way on the Pafubia. Bibi Achadan, the last 2 games, a bit too many perfect results. The meeting number 2 match, now by the 2nd position now. No so to know our room, no our conim, especially City for no against Southampton, St. Mary's, no one could drop it 2 vital points of honor. They miss the other teams no will come into play. Now born way to now, but it's not Chelsea pressure the one there. 1 to now 1 year, man. It took them 2 minutes and Sandro Tonali or 2 minutes or yeah, the first goal no. Ozil Maya Clubber or friend or Newcastle Honum. But fast forward in the course of the game, and Chelsea for 1 player, 35th minute, Nicholas Jackson, needless challenge. So beside Ruben, yes, Sabia, you put the man Casabim. In fact, as all year known on some fata, a team will chase a spot in the Champions League. You don't expect any players, or by some of these silly challenges, some of these mistakes, what if they start to attack you? A bucket be a 1 power, but you Suban and determine or Honum. But Ruby, there was something about Chelsea, after the red card 10 against 11, check their performance. And sometimes someone so if you can do this, Abazintina, about 10, about 11 now. And one of them to pick a result. sometimes Edwin players one attitude they are entire. But I think that 10 against 11, no Chelsea performance in the created some chances for Honum. But club of Newcastle chair there when it comes to the quality now, they are there. Bruno Guimaraes no go will be Pebina show Honum. They be original to more finish go no. For me about Bonaba, you don't do two now, oh, but I'm a go no. And the 3 point to more fire. Once in Paul and the Champions League spaces now. They are in pole position now. Once over 2 now, now Manchester United is it. The least about them the better. This season, Old Trafford 9 matches. And away 2 now we lose for Old Trafford Honum.
9 matches.
9 matches in the Premier League. And away 2 now we lose for Honum. But Premier League in the extra matches and Manchester United will lose now. Will be a Canadian Aboma 17 solid matches. And a Manchester United will lose in the Premier League. And in the history of Manchester United, you know, this is by far one of the worst campaigns. When a Manchester United way to now wakwakoye. The last time a United ball 17 matches in the league will lose or Honum was way back 1973-74 season. Will lose or 20 matches or Honum. Now even that season, no, Oyaza United were relegated one from the league. But this also and that team is be one was into no, and the United can afford there. Or lose match in part. Because one of them, and that is so bad about all your coach, you know. But interest the coach also admitted there. And Yamana Koya and Farmer Nankasani team to he's the worst coach in the Manchester United for history. But about finishing off with a trophy. I want a guy never win a worker there. No, for Manchester United, no, this is not their destiny.
16th position.
I'm Europa League. No one boys some from more. Last time I came had there. If you look at Real Madrid, FC Barcelona. Inter Milan will be open Europa League now, Conference League now. Don't even count them in. Quite them trophies on Baba successful in a season. No, they wouldn't want to go there. And that is what some of the supporters in the work catcher or your coach, you know.
Okay.
Now look at their counterpart, Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham, there's a Ruby not in what is going on in Postacoglu. Yes, we all admit that Tottenham team, no, all the baby and Yamon Koyan from a team, no. But even under all the coaches in here, 1 year's of crisis. Up on top 8, they would be there. But under your watch, when you can say, and I Tottenham our position, I was that 17th position. And a season where Tottenham was down, wasn't one also in your honor. And also this season, when 20 solid matches, and a Tottenham Hotspur will lose for honor. But I checked one number, so last time I came, 63 goals, conceding 59. Ruby, no, I tell you, never been quite what Tottenham team, by your coaching the performance, be more cadet, Sankadana Levis or a Benin Tremes, Mosaki Jose Mourinho now. And at this junction, you should forget about the Europa League. No? Bring in a new coach, not for one call. But I feel that will be about pressing the panic button. More finish the season. No? Or we are 1-2 months in the film. Now analyzing your code of honor. Now one should make some obeying to know. And that Tottenham so quick Lucy or the maximum point in the game. And so Yama one conquer that one farm on honor. The next game of quadra not attention to more what was Arsenal on Liverpool game. No? For me, it was a game. Now, Aston should have shown the desire that will penetrate maximum points. You know, I can understand the reason why Mikel Arteta and the full pan players. You know, yes, or a 2-2 draw and go to more boy. No, but Ruby said she go and Liverpool was 2 goals in the I think in the space of almost about 80 seconds, because first going to be in the 20th minute, second goal in the 21st minute. Then you ask yourself that my reaction and I never expected there. Team I woke up in more Champions League. Not ever but league, you know, not since your pressure that would do. Just 70 points in pool. Not to watch in the rest of the games, you know, like a desical attitude. Thomas Stepper, I was one person, I can ask some of your day. But all of a sudden, it looks as if the fatigue, you know, yes, it is normal. And the back was quite in depth now. Sometimes every game say you can enjoy your game, you know. No, too now when you more honor. I rent out from William Saliba. He's also one person we need to talk about. Ruby, no, it looks as if there's since I Gabriel pray, you know. I rent actually the best view. Nti oye wakwa assistant player say nyama koye ya ehunu no so bo no nyimubo but oba na no so yi ne ho no nya adwuma na akwana pressure no tum na oba but for the fact that today from 2 goals down no oba be pick up a point in the game no maybe I want you give it to Arsenal and now it's been almost about some number of days against the top 6 teams, you know, want to one share Arsenal hono and the last visit another 4 games against Liverpool no Ruby Oyaza Liverpool want to one share Arsenal. This is Abaka the Emirates Stadium Honum. Arsenal shared 2 goals for Honum. Na Liverpool battle come again by 2-2 Honum. And now what Anford so you be the opposite to Honum. So this season, you know, the only team Liverpool want to one share in the league, you know, has been Arsenal Honum. 2 matches in 2 points per and 2 na offer. prior to this match, no Liverpool about some number of games will fear on drop a point or Anfield one. But instead than against Arsenal, no, about drop a point and then and you maybe could win in the game. So Basha starting the game, no Conor Bradley, and I was starting with the right back one. Will be coaching pre-game, no okay. Or for the next season, no Trent Alexander-Arnold won't be there. Into two more started that brain away. No man, no game time no. Now we two now. But in the course of the game, no 67th minute, and was the Arnold the boom. Now Ruby a corner Liverpool supporters ni because Arnold for the no. Onye crack. Maybe because outside the stadium now, they can do whatever they want to do. But on the field of play, this is a player who we can ask someone how they mean why they are doing this thing to a year Trent Alexander-Arnold. But I feel there it is not right. They should do better. And for me, or a draw by Arsenal will take 1 point in that game. Right. But Liverpool for the nothing to be said about them. Into no kudos to a year Arsenal for getting 1 point in the game. No, Evangelos Marinakis they can ask me. Nottingham Forest now they are in Europe, either the Europa League, and also the Conference League. But what could 2 more matches for them? So what that's why you want if you are Champions League, they can be there because the last 3 years, you have Newcastle, you have Aston Villa, and Newcastle Champions League won't be there, but Aston Villa won't be there. You have a club of Nottingham Forest, Champions League won't be there. So coming back again, it will be a club at Champions League will be there. But for a long time, on Bob into about can be I mean, we've been called by a fair honor, and I'm expecting that the last 3 games now work my Evangelos Marinakis okay, on Sada Nefe. But it is just to tell them there, performance award in this year, no one going to know. They should back up. No one to won't call any mean to know. So I should the race in this year now. 68 for Arsenal, 66 for Newcastle, Manchester City 65 for them, Chelsea 63, Aston Villa 63, Nottingham Forest 62. You understand the boss in this year reason here. No good for cause or pick a point now. The name crank and so fight it over to know. The last 2 games now working. Yeah, but how clubs and kind of work. I mean, the 6 clubs over to know end up the season. Or possibly they will be impono. Maybe ask some part drop if second position. Everything is possible. So let's wait and see how season would end up for the English Premier League clubs.
Meda say Osman Davenga ena yatene kano yamra fie na fe yamra emehwe efisamuno emu na fe yentumi ento asomon Kastle 90.3 FM Robert Mensah Sports ene atena asa no paya yede ensem nyina no yede esomo yebe fie na fe be din komo e wa fisam ni mu.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Mane!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Yamra fie na fe yamehwe efisam no na yeni ehon komo emfama on Kastle 90.3 FM Robert Mensah Sports ena yede ema wono na ebe rem na fe ya hyase de free eye FA Cup games weekendi etumi eto dwanemu na ya said de nyama koye and over the weekend no semi-finals of the FA Cup ne ba so ewo takwa TNA na game ni ma de bi menda no na Golden Cakes abomodene enso atumi ahye eka no miensa ama atram the visa team no etumi ateka no mu baako amene Golden Cakes qualify kopie mu final na enra ena Kumasi Asante Kotoko ni brekum Chelsea ede kobo eni a game ni ba na wie na Kotoko enso etumi abomodene ahyeka no baako a ukopie mu a enya ade a brekum Chelsea etumi tesa eka no abrante ne de Albert Amoa onu na ball modini ehye goal no enso edebu Kumasi Asante Kotoko nei wo mo tumi qualify ya nyame yadoma finals of the FA Cup this season no Kumasi Asante Kotoko boboko no wo mo any team and the Golden Cakes and betumi enso ede abo eni na after the game no ade a coaches ni mienu nyina enso no etumi kasa ebekọ na field kan kwakotie coach Samuel Boadu no ye brekum Chelsea head coach game ne ba na wi na tumi sampa akoni hu ye papa se brekum Chelsea entumi amomodi an qualify kopie mu enso e wo the final and hwese bi a cup no wo mo so ensa ebetumi aka oboni plus ne so abaso e wo eye modema omo boy enra e wo game ne mo yentie coach Samuel Boadu brekum Chelsea head coach come the tuja.
They've not done anything better than my team. They score us. Goal scoring is a chance, opportunity. We got it, we didn't, but one day got, they score. That's it.
Entino, I say na Kotoko enya better than the team, no, and that be Kotoko better than the team, ne da. wɔn bɔ ɔmo ne bɔ paa na bɔ no chances eba na ne team na ntumi amfa nya adwuma kɔtɔkɔdeɛ no ɔmo tumi di yɛ adwuma ɛboa ma ɔmo tumi di nkunim ti no wɔde tum sɛ kɔtɔkɔ was better than the team na ɛnyɛ sanet yɛ coach Karim di tonso kasa yɛ.
A reflection of that because I said it when you watch our first half and you watch the second half we were more aggressive in the second half more than the first half. So go back to the friendly match I played. The first half it was even 1-1 I think so. The second half we came on them and they would give them 5. So it was a reflection of what we did at training that happened.
Ano yɛ nsɛm a coach Karim Zito Kumasi Asante Kodoko head coach wɔn nso de to dwa ɛne nkɔtie Albert Amoa wɔn na nya the only goal of the game ɛde bo Kumasi Asante Kodoko bobokuo no Albert Amoa so kyekye mu sɛ the game no kɔ de ma no
ɛsɛ yɛhu obiara ne like obiara ne bi ɔyɛ good oh nti me as a player no me bia Kwame Poku yɛ good o me bia sɛ kɔhyɛ goal a obɛgyina hɔ first ne yɛnya saa understanding but you see and me say oh or you say ono so me say me say nteno na mo kasa train training grounds coaches and even supporters nti ono na ebo an ya yetumi ya understand each other yetumi ebo game
eno ya nsema Albert Amoa so de to dwa e wo no Kwame Poku so partnership wani mo no mo a yade atudwa e wo dwumade no so de ma nti finals ne yakotokɔ ni Golden Cakes ene be hia enso wo hono mo yan to aso na afa yanko ya ni Division 1 league ni mu na ya mo eche emfa ma ya tiefo de a Zone 1A no results no ebi etumi to dwa papa na yanhwe na afa yamo eche emfa ema ose de ne makɔ Zone 1A no upiem a Tamale eye city hemienu wa sɔre na ntekotwa no ka no eye miensa na Walwal Stars tifie ma eye Pay FC ekɔbɔ mo eka no mienu o mo Antibi Northern City tifie Emma Victory Club Warriors kotwa ne 2-1 ena Wa Power SC hemienu a RTU enso entumi Antibie RT for nso omo so ejo ma home for ye the final because magic cap na wi ntomo so no omo jo ma home na Zone 1B one na Mighty Royals omo share baako KS Soccer Academy entumi ante Techima 11 Wonder share miensa the BB United entumi ante bi bofo kwata no share baako ma Doma Unity enso share baako ene eye Techima Liberty Youth ene Techima Heroes yamra Zone 2 niema hwe said na ye zone no and also results ne koye over the weekend no na ye hwe said ho nsam ne tie Future Stars ehemienu ni wade bi asete baako 11 Wise 2 Rose Park Antibi All Blacks 2 Soccer Intellectuals Antibi Dwarfs 1 Nzema Kotoko 0 Bakwa Heroes 2 Kem Pfizer 0 Asekem 3 Sky FC 1 Sahi All Stars 3 FKK 1 Sahi All Stars 3 FKK 1 UCC Youngsters 1 and a comma FKK 1 Elmina Sharks 1 Park Academy 0 Nafe finally yenko Zone 3 no nafe yemfa eye ehwo no enkosi Zone 3 and crying any eye Eastern hono so de koye na God FC 5 Akasi All Stars 2 Rain Masters any Olympic 0-0 2 Democracy ni Port City 0-0 Kings Palace 3 Kofodua Sempefi 1 Hoho United 3 FC Nania 1 Home Stars 1 Inter Allies and so bo modene take akoshe kanu mienu enti ano ne results etodwa enso Division 1 league ni mu a yede atudwa enso de ama yetiefo ewo dwumadi ne sebekwa na afia akɔhwɛ na ya hwɛ sɛ de nei eniema esifa kɔye na ya hwɛ table no so ewo eye Division 1 ni mu sɛ de relegation battle no enso esifa tie ewo hɔ no especially in zone no me de ho nkɔmɔ no e de beba but ma me nkɔmɔ nim na afei yɛn hwɛ sɛ de nei ensma hodo aka eche no so fatie Ghana 4x 100 athletes no omu komrika ye no kwasem ni epe eye first 3 by we no Ghana first 2 yakoto so 3 enyema ankon kan amfa ma ye FKK obi ehwemrika ne bia hunu say the first baton change no was good, the second baton change FKK was perfect, na the last baton change no ene ku Ghana yet also 3 ntine ye ntumi an qualify but before ka say ye be eye omo to so miensa no omo anya good eye friends a minute no no omo fanko na Ghana ka ho bi ntia san ko biem enra yakwa kodi nkonimti nyame adoma yakwa akopie mu enso ewo eye world eye championship no enso asinti Ghana yen 4x100 athletes no duma omudi ye na konkan ye papa penei ye de abasbody no ye de ema wo mo finish ye nei bibia konkan enso e de ama wo mo nti world championship ewo Tokyo no Ghana ebekobi no so no ye de atudwa e de ama etiefo ewo hodomo na yankwa na afei yanhwe eye enu anwumre arehosema yensa eka yem legendary Ghanaian striker Wilberforce Mfum at the age of 88 no ene adia papa no out to me akoka ne bofo ensa enti enu a ohese de koye no a na chesene Ghana Air Broadcasting authority corporation yes GBC4 eboa eyen kama de bae ema yenya the story ntino Ghana's first ever scorer at the AFCON. Ghana yen first ever scorer at the AFCON in 1963. Wilberforce Mfum passes away at the age of 88. Na ne hon semne de kasi e kan edoso pa edoso na the first ever goal no year and later bagged a brace in the final against Sudan. Tiebo final against Sudan in 1916 on one Sanche brace ewo hono mo a lead Black Stars to their maiden continental air triumph now. Or share 20 goals in 26 appearances for Ghana. Official also in the 1964 Olympic Games in Tokyo into Wilberforce Mfum. As you saw no na ya taste that story be same. FKK okay. Ya story be say Ghana ko ball against India. Na against India no na India for no say draw say de beyo ntino omo ball no ntumi hye obo na nasa kwakodane da say na Mfum nko na tumi gina je na obo na tie say nya cheche sansem na boss enyo no so nko da say bo bia o ba bia ntino erade fa ne cry ensie ye na oman baby pa na ewo som a ono so ababesom oman Ghana division 1 zone 2 yen table no de tie All Blacks ewo 63 aka 3 more games to go almost 63 and a Rose Park ewo 56 and 7 points difference and them these are 3 games aka no All Blacks lose na Rose Park winning na Rose Park ba qualify nti nya but weekend be decided on the qualify no Dwarfs etoso 9 44 na Dwarfs say won park e mo be 4 points so in Dwarfs na relegation battle no you say no say mo Sharks guswa them Sharks or them 14th Sharks 29 points 15 year as a came 29 and a 16 years makotoko 23 and Sharks still are the relegation mu UCC4 and that 13th position or more 30 points. That Sharks are no hope, but Sharks still are in the relegation battle. No, Yamra Fiena Femedin Como Ewo local story simu. Game Park who chop a good year no numbers 1 to 36. Choose one number Fako draw ni mwe. Draw no banner or number no poppy upper. Usika ode to a chini a bon sama up to 30 times into the 50 gun and could try to number 7. Yeah, draw no. Number 7 aba. Sika ode to a chini ya bon sama 30 times into Kayo. For phone dial star 946 hash. Dial star 946 hash. Na fe game pack chop a good year no. Once so far who is shemubi papa. Max by Ghana Limited same. Osman FKK. Munsi mo dem ni mu fie ho mane kama. Ope fridge, washing machine, TV, B, AC. Ope phone be use freezers ni ade. Brand burner ope. Komo showroom honom. Okọ honom a. Sika eda price eda o product ne so no utua only 30% into per Infinix and now pay CVB and ato sika na ebo na da so no utua only 30% dia ka no wo spread it no up to a year umpewe na per day enti no we entrepreneur we corporate worker and we the Osman entrepreneur na eja ko busa say entrepreneur na ono adai I'm an entrepreneur ono adai you know we entrepreneur we corporate worker government worker tertiary student impono akonya e wo ho de mamo say kwana kwaje so only 30% dia can spread it omo Cape Coast ya Mfanspem Junction the popular techno shop okwa obehu Max by Ghana Limited for bibi ani afre 0505 083 831 0505 083 831 or visit www.masbuy.com.gh. FKK. Any common local stories in me?
Yeah. Your runners, I think so more yeah even on my first heat no more coil no nanya that bad best 6 seconds and on delay into say na kind of final baton change no and run it make it a difference you know from the word go I shall say no went to me and qualify but the way I more finish anyhow or more place here and you know more SN lifeline no second opportunity more and so put me over more free man but at least getting a second chance and making it count and I think it's very important and you know being here say I see a ball more basso and how I'm finish I think it's a Great Britain for we only did 38.18 seconds and Poland for no it was 38.43 seconds in Ghana it was 38.49 seconds just 6 seconds and we and omunya sa second attempt no mode ko nti ye bebo ma bas de nya say ya qualification yen so ye ko
World Championship in Tokyo
important party ye bebo ma bas so mo living late ne ye kan say ade no sa baton change ne no an ya na de confusion ne ba no nti say man practice in pre-bibre a antoatoa so na the same team no so no mo anya antoatoa so na mo antem ho asi ya my na hardware it why I'm pre-bibre bi mo ha na weapons or best started with the best runners, the fastest runners, you know. Na ebia menka so munya nya but obi a faster change.
Of course.
It so obenya that good start, you know. Na afia to so etim dia ko bi so be say o ebia obe 10 no. Na the faster runner no aba be finish off na wetim dia ko. Ni nyina no ye team no said you person mo set it up no. Ya dia na so mo set it out in terms of so mo call games na anti yabebo mo abaso o ma ya de eno akotoko went in with Mohamed Kamara Edem Justice Blay Samba O'Neil Sakadao Davis Chey ba for Henry Ansu say the under Karim Zito were consistent ablo yentinin cambium by Henry Ansu enye that bad Patrick Asiedu Albert Amwa Babaya ya Andrews Intimanu ana Kwampoku among the starting at the Emma Kotoko and the game know how it went, how proceedings and Baba ya especially me try to fast forward, you know. Na be jina so creativity, ball dribbling as usual. Said your witness be brave, Mra has and a Kotoko boy no na Dudu na ampo vie for in terms of MVP, no say fire mano. Nina ni send ball na effort or entertaining supporters, no. But then prove that no. And I acquire 0. But then only make you assist no the man I better more a boy that cross corner a coy clearance by sort of a rebound for a cross and I better more virtually header because I know you free Become Chelsea defenders no minim there no more the numbers no e wo mo etia boss no obviously Kotoko for ne for so mo na be timi account about 3 the header the final header that is abeta more dignity bom ne ka ho 4 and son or no so nya sa connection nti watch us or ya attacker we obi an ho tro ha adwen but no also redeeming ho because no one sell a lot of opportunities men can sell a lot but few opportunities are a ban way no now a bodudo na tuogu na baba ya me sha se me kana asem seta so easier to score than to miss. But I prefer the difficult option, no? So be mixing, no? And so we are commentating how I know commentators now were saying is Osha Branch na the way see Bobo no effect, how the goals no can one. Nanka when you as a player, baby I shall say free ban. I say oh dear, you can't go and share any word, but sometimes chance be where baby I also deciding a moment na the ma team no just go be na bia bebem so one chance I go na kokosense wo de sa na wo bo me wa wo closer to opponent no so net and yes all your midfielder bi yes all your defender bi na ni ball ni kura onye Sergio Ramos mo ni Marquinhos no mo so ho nye sa nkofo ni bi but we attacker anymore say wo button cramp na sometimes ultimate ball as a wing left right ultimate ball you are closer to opponent 18 balls no it means decision making so nyan writer ebe boa one kasa as a player and also your team nti eno ade ka ju omo nsam a enka be the same and also the usual yes goal scoring opportunities no benya ba na omo blast na de agu ena na samo board kan ba fe say one hwe amanfo e win na boss pa say kotokofo na nheda metina say bia o person chese kotokofo an dominate omo bebre but the na important ni say wo benya o chance na wa hye omo brekum chese for no nya omo de omo anyente no ni the difference na person kan but kotokofo so fi say game so obi ahwe bi omo na dominate say the na coach Zito can say second half especially omo dominate create chances no numerous but no more professor on the board na egu the abeta mo obviously or a striker for the side and the duty no say also be she goals ni bi or so fortunate say otimi make his chance man counting yes at the end of the day say travel ko shoot out and e bia the team ni koko film ko be bia na edru na o share goal no more ya bend the game na anisa the diamonds of the game and our share and otimi boya we're taking the team no to another final so almost will be team yakwa. What it means is that some getting closer to the final now. Some Belgian was through percentage some Belgian was through than say trophy no ebe free or monsem. Inti sa show mo record na no actually 9 occasions and no more aje with say about 4 times no more mix it out. In this boom cry if I'm right 13 occasions or makono omo ajimudu do na few ones no and omo entimi enje and also the last time ebi abaka say division 1B sha kotoko of final no 2011 dia yina yakai nania bedi pele ono agina dugout chire ni team na kon also omo fa so we kotoko for na omo ye and omo agi free omo sem the last time bi abaka so kotoko ni division and say lower division side Kobo final Nania Kotoko Lusu to them. Kicks for no golden kicks for no bet to us acquire second team or a lower division non Kotoko Kobo fan and no be Jeffrey in Semana. You sure say you do a better dynamics and say the Mexico but Zito Ede mentality biasa more tougher than Sana or mobile under a prosperity Ogum. Difference no I don't know. As a mentality as our toughen no kakra. Wama mentality na is strong. I am more strong as when you GDA more ewo mumu ewo mobile because chances need to create yet they are not able to score. By them say defensively so no. I solid kakra and na me can ensu the presence ewo chron the partnership with Istanbul near na. I think there's a consistency or making sure so Bema Camara so I keep people post and also yeah dear boy chances be no so and as a goalkeeper very good in the positioning and the antics and the reflexes and this idea and a boy I know say Blekum Chess I think say will give you a very good account of themselves just that na good enough so make me you kotoko for free.
Okay, Osman.
Yeah, Mr.
Memra way.
Every man division 1 na yenzo won koma kakra. And the result no be number no All Blacks this as it looks as if they maybe are over
any about swadru e ko tutu wo biaba e wa go tu biaba
Ruby afi why in fact Mbozemba wa ball in the Premier League no another the Division 1 league never it is very good because was starting here ankas but second part of the season no and who do baby no na afi other team to so we come back for the share or All Blacks we tum na one you won bebo into who some of the games are All Blacks boy now wotum na will drop a point of him against New Dubias will see by 2-1. What's your look against if All Stars a team at that time no other relegation zone pressure to Maba now All Blacks we to walk away we could lose by 2-0. About your look respect because respect no team no contend this season. Okwa we could lose by 2-1 against Sky so to me here Jumana Chin. Niya in the second round of the season or to more year Jumano Horn. But fast forward, I should respect for us to this season now. Now expectations was so because what the baby no now I only 4 point difference per and also separate the two sides way. But the other baby I never won there All Blacks for no why show determination there or probably to one who no call name than respect for no. Until we can draw another games no to more bay no and no determine how the two teams in no obia nisi no bottom no end honum. Until so draw All Blacks what snake you walk by against or kind intellectuals no we they had only one thing. I don't want to no one pick the maximum points no. and the same one striker this season Division 1. I think the whole of Ghana I know two only the goals Rudolph Mensah.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Brace or Honum. I mean, this guy, I think he scored almost about 22 goals the whole of the season. Numbers in Banach, very consistent. Scoring goals was him or Swedro All Blacks, or as well to all concern, especially now Swedro All Blacks are picking 3 points. Very shady there. Rose Park, what do we once walk quiet then. But I want to be a make a day.
11 wise.
Actually, teams now over relegation zone now.
Hey,
this is the moment to be able to play no home. I'm be matching on from more.
Sharks in you.
It's walk away no.
11 wise.
11 wise chair there. League or children wants to na welcome. Now wants to maximum points no. What to na what JF or club or
some of 11 though. 11 wise for an uncle movie.
Yes. Until once you know one hold kakra. It's one of the crucial games now work no. Very interesting. So now on say share the points board happen for top teams now. All Blacks 63 points. And Rose Park for no so kita 56 points. So 7 points gap difference. And of them see.
I got 3 more games.
I got 3 more games to go. I feel that it is All Blacks 1 game to qualify. I mean, my Rose Park for no obey mom disease. But I thought to be able to make see. But it will be 9 points and here 9 points. Oh for them with 3 points. I think they will qualify to the Premier League, no. So obviously, a club are from so you draw All Blacks, no. They are going to be there. Even in advance, in there, way too many when you're dama results, no. Now, again other clubs, no. Now, interestingly, Busan drafts a one wasn't che. Or yes, market of question about go to 0. Well, pick a point in the but points in them for Bibian Funka.
That's not fourth one.
League way stay warm. They are there. It's kudos to mysterious Busan drafts. But UCC youngsters quite way to say she all start Kulisi by 3 goals to 1. And to pressure it to my son to have a bill. Now, not make sure UCC for one rest of the games now, Ruby. Now, interesting. Now, games win. And never walk. UCC Bobo home a bien. In fact, all but 3 games in your Robert Mensah.
Okay.
Obobo fie bien no about way kura we no gbagusu do.
And so Robert Mensah.
And the drafts in here point on for you Bibi and Ruby.
And can say
no, sir. No, but it is the permutation something you can Premier League yeshi. Ma on here point in for you Bibi no. Liverpool the same ones not the ball. I'm not expecting a Busan drafts today. The final game stand work or pick a 3 point Ponko Bibi. Yes, about bon competitive. However, use so bachelor and you blow more than Mr. Sebusuan. I was say, one of your CCO, Asramwa, I feel there. So draw All Blacks, but by the about course and yes,
All Blacks, only UCC.
I think the next game, no. Or had no Conibia or Penabra, but no point.
Of course, only 1 point in power secure.
So that is the whole concept. So UCC for also make sure there 1 pin. Because you respect against 11 wonders. 11 wise. So what happened? What said there once or pro league in him? So question. So I'm expecting that 3 matches now work for UCC youngsters. Will be at least so tomorrow for them 6 points in par. I'll be happy. When Pedro a lose 1, a win 2, you are safe. Eruko win him. About enough after 7 points as well. Likely or a result able to maybe your honum. Another match 9 points to see a result able to maybe you should go in all out to tomorrow. But I feel that positively, no. 6 points, no. But you know, out of the 3 matches now. Waka no. And that Sharks so yazi. What's in the fear once we too much share.
Pack.
Oh yeah, pack can go to 0, which is good. But still now, no. Actually, maybe our Sharks should be what now.
Relegation zone.
Relegation and what down with them because they've lived it too late to hold them, but only too late in so. Because 15th position with 29 points. Actually, clubs now what the Sharks won anymore now. 11 wise could 33 points and 29. So it's only 4 points difference, you know. And also separate my other 11 to know from other 15th position. No. So I'm expecting there. Then I'm care for UCC for who. So actually Sharks won next games now work now. What's a good thing for them in there? Well, but 2. Now walk away 1. Away no or a relegation competition. Walk against or 11 wise.
Okay.
And that will be a game of very tough for them. 11 wise, but Sharks will feel so. I stand to be corrected. Yes, into no the next game about Kodono. So Sharks will both come to know organize one supporters no. The motivation or doctors for being fan count. There should be some sort of motivation be. Na no kojo konya me no peti me pa. But me should be this is the moment if you want to do something it start from na me boa weekend way. And I'm expecting a walk away no. So even if someone to mon copy 3 points in a point no, we botum na wa fa. Then your next game no against Rose Park. Rose Park League is on to Minja. I mean, we secure no way. they are going to be there. You can beat them. Then future stars will fail you. What are you expecting?
Okay.
To be, I'm expecting into my every season where is it?
Not Sharks.
Not Sharks. No, UCC. Not UCC. Now wait to know what league. No.
Okay. Also, okay. So good morning, Miss Ruby. I'm all for from UCC. Please can Inter take the League Cup? Or it's over for them. There be 1 point in them into I understand the point. Okay, good morning, Miss Ruby. I find myself agreeing with Luis Enrique's perspective. He'd rather have 3 players each scoring 10 goals than 1 player scoring 40 while the rest of the team struggles. That kind of balance speaks volume about teamwork. And it's hard time the Madrid players start sacrificing for one another. I truly hope Alonso finds a way forward for Madrid. And I understand the point about Lamine Yamal being the best player at the moment. However, I believe football has declined significantly in terms of overall player quality. At age 17, Messi was still being benched, of course, at Barca. Not a new so because not talent, never cake in poker, no more doors. So, Pantina, I see who Messi moved that time, but the idea. It's a bayan crown born in Tino. That's why Lamine Yamal is flying. But Obende, you can't take anything away from the boy. He's doing well. Incoming, good morning to you all. I'm always happy when Barca wins because of okay. Okay. Of Courtois, okay, Courtois, Courtois coin intina. Or say Hazard to go flop at Madrid, and now he's by fouls routed, and at the same time Chelsea sold one of our best keeper, Peter Cech, to Arsenal. Okay, that's why I want him to lose when. Okay, he's in the El Clasico. Moses Arthur for New York City nearby. May the small befa course name Chebi. I say good morning, Miss Shubi. I congratulate Golden Kate for qualifying to the final. Good job. Madrid will come back next season. Hala Madrid, and it's from Bonkus. Oh, they are also the buy. Good morning. This is Kweku, teacher Kweku from Bonkus. I tip Ghana to win over Egypt, and we snap I say I can't All Blacks. I can't All Blacks as no the amount. It pains me. Kotoko has reached the finals of the FA Cup because of Kotoko. I don't have a red color in my clothing. Even when I buy, okay, I don't receive the palm oil because it's red. Kotoko will lose in the finals. Uncle Paul, Eddie Fibakano, and Eddie Abba. My main phone calls net here from Rasubi 0244 408 046 0244 408 046 and 0244 408 354. 0244 408 354. Kotoko finals of the FA Cup Division 1 League. I can't want them. Ghana America 2-4. I can't want them. Any other issues I didn't come on. Obechima Basubi. Me family first caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Woody.
Me patcho di ni baby or free and free.
From Cotton, that's it, Sam.
Me patcho iti wano pay.
And the 20th, we did no. I am a car. Okwa, we doing 1 year. Cross wire Kotoko. One project I was Wadoko. Until we now end of Kotoko, about the Wayadi. Yeah, a Wikipananke. A Wikipananke shall be true because at the time we had a chance to be born people here. And I can wear me so far. But Ghana is a one of which would be a few. Concerning the end of break, you could say to break our bed 30 minutes. And then you machine which I can't run a yarn. It's a good motion, Gola. If you want to carry with this, next time, one other. Other go to you. Don't want to say you may be in one million Papa.
Let us say hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Olu, yet you on a pay.
Na yebefia ibisafe mane ebobo na hane shegu
hane shegu na hane wini eni busa
na abuka igariba enya alaji bisa me kan fe bi ma fe abuka igariba o se god ma fe ni ko kuma tia kuma so be kasa abuka imo se Kotoko ni Tafa Gold Stars eni bi e ko finals na mo second division na ho me na Kotoko ni ha na e first division team ya ni second division team. But I present a concern or Shagana, she's na any goals are score finals. Yes, intuitive, your lecture, Tima, second mission to my share protocol, which means she has. Tima, has no, which means she protocol.
Medase, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Pacho didn't be free.
George, because if you have
okay, George, it's you.
Miss Ruby, in fact, chase coach say I may have to put my chase for 5 for Champions League. That was sack. And I don't know about a Lucy game. On no first person or no second person here. Because Jackson. Then to now, over share. First person, what is happening? What's it? Kastle go to no even team blame. Second half now changing that James blame that Kastle bar medal. This will be so say send about it's quiet. They really must put back to swing now. Now what say the person go to no even before being invited about not Mubarak who are possible there. Well, I'm a coach. You that's over ball. There's no crucial point out to them. Now I don't want to deliberately that one player. I'm a player free. I do for I can see for this year. This will be more so the game. I can see for the I can see for game.
Okay.
One team was more than 4 goals in the season. 4 matches. It's not a ball draw. Where I can see go. Where just a big team say ever ball. 4, 5, oh.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Lily.
Me ba Jordan baby free.
Yema nkanfo.
Okay, my it's you.
Miss Ruby anato nyame hire on why adwuma pa nyame hire on pa. Miss Ruby ya mbokotokofo na abado da no de wotum win match no a wotum oko finals. What be other what FA Cup no wotum ko African. Miss Ruby mpocho ana 20 match no I have a time
3 p.m. maybe yeah 3 p.m.
Ya bompa da Ghana mafama no wotum wa she give time no wotum no qualify for World Cup no nyame hire on.
Yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Me ba Jordan baby or friend free.
We chat in New York City Aquatecha.
Oh, okay, say it you want to pay.
Na America Kotoko na samna as we know. Na America ida Kotoko. One young wagin there. And when you second division now when you know because on easy.
Omna has free mo. Omna has free mo. Into omna easy cry. Omna has.
They will play above themselves because on the man. Over kind of second division, damn, going away, go name, I say.
Okay, Miss Medasipa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Rubin.
Honorable Jaru.
Yeah, Miss Rubin. We're betting from our betting Ghana.
I'm from Akotoko.
Oh, Nakotoko, yeah, shares for Papa. Ghana, can legends are Bibia Kotoko. Reverend Seku Fina Kotoko. Miss Rubin. Adam Kofuya, we Watala, my case of cooking for food and me. Now, one way from my sister and Kofu, you better over against her. I had good, you can't born obo, and yet the go now a international girl as I'm born. Nabono, a also no question it. 1 or 2 no question it, no Egura. Ebi, a Cassa, Sebu, Naka as a mapa, that she in Kranzamomba. Mobidia, because I gave you, damn a bassa funewan. Malami basa by this year basa ball bono madam check what ko ni tuna se basa nyam
That's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Maso po wan ye.
You in Guatemala at the woman.
Nyame adom ye hu ye pa.
Yellow Kastle somo. I need a meeting Kotoko. Abo abad for popular world to watch a things. I guess for we there. Damo keep a Baba Besokotoko. I know what. Big MTF Cup of the edge. I didn't be a tough for you. And then in Bishop Mobile family set on the 20th floor, Mama down in the Menesi. I am sitting in the Olympic 1 in Bar, Mokoma Madame. This will be one year.
Yeah, that's it. I say good morning, please. Today is my daddy's birthday. His name is Nanako Amwesi the third. Efutu Mamponhene, Cape Costa. And you know, Nana, yeah, we show happy birthday. I say wishing him more life and prosperity. We African mirror, bolt driver, Wakotoche. Yeah, wishing Nana a happy birthday. Efutu Mamponhene. Yeah, wishing Nana a happy birthday. Mama Fakola, hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning, madam.
Me pa chodini baby or free and free.
Krobia. Krobia
ko fine na it you.
coach Abobodo or the end.
Yeah, some are mobile and Chanibia.
I ask you. Now, more than the time and order. Hey, now come on, no, it's no more heavy. No, but you more no listen here. Yes, come Yano. Nobody could get your moment to burn a protocol. They are generally 23. FA Cup, ya judge is a team Kutuabi. I'm going to say, you are more. And yet, your mom was out of the protocol.
Meda say Anointed Engineering Services Adama and a call see me fine na kind of channel to say I'm more Cape Coast. One more time 3 opposite the main lorry station ho corner fe a generator hon common kwadia and no munkodi upebi ato yensiesie wo de ma wo pebi rentia and one Anointed Engineering Services Aquarium organizer
Miss Woody
Aquarium yetio
woman ejuma so ai no be am se me kotoko yin me ba mi timo asama na maka ne o twu mo cha ama wo ba against ama wo ye de no enti na Africa wo twu mo chan e de na la hey na the ball o call in kwafuru ba against hey abadu sin ya no fi yes na wa mi so be but ya no so we ya wanka ya si every admire o so Miss Woody o kan but I feel like I na le pa no ayo bibi o won ti mo cha se no kotoko ye pa de am kotoko mabo abalo kotoko fancy ya si enyaje Ruby kaka ko ma kan ma da se
that's say me last call any hello good morning
me last call
cheba for enemy nwi
visually downboard I am on kind of person definitely I am on kind of person visually and more catch a match and one
aye
and up to bola boy some of those in the country they almost put on green and can't get you can get bobo in protocol bye and you need and I think you any idea before the my any idea
Meda si cheba for ye dey siwa ha enti fra Anointed Engineering Services was 0248 455 697 and 0243 480 334. I me the generator expert. BBB fa generator ho de fa kwadan wo mo e wo tan 3 here up to the main lorry station ho. Nen wo mo enkodi dwuma. Me din e the Miss Ruby Adams Osman FKK. What wo mo ka wo show you so ye do ase pizza no pay when you tonight. Na Monday ni weekend na shase na rade hwe ye so nya adom e ma na watwi ensie ye. Ye ko na fe Kastle in the morning Osman Ademu e de ato awo so koso hanem wafidie no. E na hanom say ye do asi.
Ma omani hu hiam na Ghana man oyame na oyenze se Ghana be here ojina ame na oyendo ne da meeting na Kastle FM ze dwumeza wa tunizin no man ho do rebra ejoda kopin fide biara wa bra wa bono na ebien dikapim no numa yimbe oye political show a wa hihye zireboboa mo Ogwaiman Central Region na Ghana wa kodo jojo Kastle FM